I can
We're
see
on.
pictures. I can see images. Technology is happening.
It is. We got there in the end.
Oh, perfectly timed. There she is.
Finally. Everything's
How you
been a bit
doing?
funny. If I disappear, shit.
Okay. Type shit, mother, you've gone.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
It was definitely a bad internet night last night. We were all having trouble, weren't we? At one point or another.
Well, mine's just like my laptop just was refusing to connect. So I reset the router and then that decided not to reset and it just disappeared for a while and everything's just gone to shit.
I just noticed the gone fishing sites.
Yeah. Should say ice fishing, surely, but I haven't got around to photoshopping them. Maybe next time.
Okay. All right, we might as well start with the recap then. We need one. You got hold of the book, the codicil that you needed. Velynne had asked you to go and find it. You got it. You defeated a rather prominent frost giant, druid, who give you a bit of a challenge. You then faced down and killed Rock, rather ingeniously, I might add. Good teamwork, very entertaining. And then wrapped up, you all made level 8, and you made it back to the mainland, visited Bryn Shander, recouped, rested, stocked up on bits and bobs, and so it's sort of a new chapter, I guess, new start of a new fresh kickoff with wherever we want to go or whatever you want to do. Yeah, so Velynne's keen to talk to you whenever you're free. But by all means, visit more shops if you need to, stock up on anything, or finish off anything that you left hanging, or whatever you want to do.
I would like to go and spend some money on spell ingredients and things to learn some of these spells that I picked up along the travels we've just been on.
Okay, just deduct the gold, mate, and you can add it in if it's nothing too exotic.
Charles, I'll figure it out in slow time rather than.
Yeah. If it's just like inks and papers and things, you'll be able to.
Yeah, it's just inks and papers and wasted components. If so, I'll just this. Well, I think it'll do 50 gold per spell level.
Yeah.
So figure out a couple I want to learn if that's all right. And
yeah, no problem, mate. You've had loads of time anyway on the journey back.
Thread reader, do you? I still got this book. Do you want it?
Yes. What book? Sorry. Yes. Thank you.
I don't know. I seem to have a book when I woke up.
Well, I'll yeah. I'm trying not to look too excited. I'll take it for you if you like.
It's written in a weird. It's written in a weird language. I can't read it.
It's already in your inventory, thread reader.
It is. I've passed it. I already transferred it.
Yeah.
What language is it written in? Have a look.
I think it's just magic. I think it's just magic speak.
Yeah, it is common, quite oldie worldy, common, but common nonetheless. But it's just doesn't make sense if you've never really studied the arcane.
Ah, yes. Well, it's very technical, so that's not a surprise, really. I can teach you the words someday if you like, and teach you how to read it.
Life's too short for reading. Thread reader. But you knock yourself out.
Life for?
Fresh air, the blue sky, the sound of the birds, the reindeer trotting through the pine forest. Well, it's certainly not reading.
Well, they sound like what you're describing there is a beautiful environment in which to sit and read a book.
Well, fine. If this winter ends, then we'll do that. Well, you can do that. I'm sure I'll find something else to do.
We could read to you.
Fine.
Happily.
I can read. It just takes me a while. I'm not stupid. I'm just not spent a lot of time in school.
I'd happily improve your education and teach you to read, and maybe you'll get the pleasure that I get from it.
I can read, I just can't read fast. That's why I don't do magic. It seems to me that you need to read fast to do magic. Or you need to remember all the words.
Yes, well, even I struggle with all of the spells in my book. I can only remember a certain amount at a time.
And not so much with all magic.
What do you mean?
I don't have to always know the words. I just have to know the feeling.
Feelings I can kind of understand.
And then as long as the words match the feeling, then it works.
Not just magic. They can take you to amazing places just in your mind.
They can make people happy. And they can
Meet
make
new
people
friends.
sad.
Wonderful things.
Yeah, you're stretching it a bit now. It can take you to places in your mind.
Some of them.
Or your memory.
In Candlekeep, I mean, I wish I could show them to you. They'll take you thousands of years back in time to when different place names were there, but different cities existed that there's no sign of now. It's amazing.
Well, yes, this is all very interesting, and I agree. Books are something not so even metaphorically beautiful. They are literally and actually beautiful. But you see, you must understand that not everybody has the capacity, shall we say, for uplifting. And Velynne puts a bony hand on your shoulder, Threadreader, as you're sitting at the table in the tavern. But that doesn't mean they don't have use, of course. She nods over at one of her kobolds. Stands limply, quite pale now.
Gregory just sits there, not looking entirely comfortable, with her hand on my shoulder and looking like he's swallowed a bug. Always looking at the kobold.
About where we're going, do we need to get anything to help prepare for our journey whilst we're here? What are we anticipating we'll face?
That's a problem. No. I don't think anyone's been to this place for many, many years. Hundreds, maybe even thousands, I don't know. So, I mean, I imagine it will be dark. The problem for anybody?
Used to be. Not anymore.
And cold is always a thing, so, I mean, there's only so much we can prepare, I think.
Why are we going to this place again, Velynne? I know we made you a promise, and that's reason enough, but I'd like to know what the point is.
Oh, research. There's a lost city there from a lost ancient civilization. They're rumored to be the greatest magic users on this continent, even better than anybody today.
Yeah,
Surely
but
there will be treasures abound.
I mean, all the lessons I need are in what you just said. There used to be. There has-beens. They don't exist, so they can't have been that good, can they?
Well, that's one way of looking at it, but if there is a civilization that was rumored to be so great, wouldn't it be interesting to know what brought them so low? What if it was to come back or re-emerge? Be useful to have some foresight or forewarning, would it not?
That is that. You make a good point. Yeah, I guess. Whatever destroyed them still out there, then maybe it'd be good to know. Maybe it was the Frost Maiden.
Maybe, yes.
Maybe we can find something to help us defeat the Frost Maiden. That's why we're going.
Exactly. Things so powerful. Best chance.
All right.
So
you said you've got
keen.
dogs?
Yes, of course. Supplies, food, water, we will need.
Well, we did want to talk to you, Velynne, about the Frost Maiden.
Oh.
You know, we are helping you. You've helped us, kind of. Well, the sky hasn't been... Well, it wasn't lit up last night, was it?
No, I did notice this.
So is that it? Is it over? Or... Because it wasn't the Frost Maiden making the magic in the sky. It was... Well, it was a giant. It was just a giant. I say just a giant. It was one hell of a giant. She was, yeah.
It
was
was not
pretty
the
formidable.
Frost Maiden, you say?
Well, not directly.
This is interesting. Okay, I assumed the absence of the rock removed the capacity to cast the spell in the sky, and you say you dispatched the giant also, so that's double sure that the spell will not continue to cast. No more enchantments, so maybe.
You said before that this place would have had the answer to defeating her, maybe weapons or secrets. Do you still think that's the case? Because let's be frank, if she's still out there, and I'm sure she is, she's gonna be mighty pissed at us. And that's an understatement.
I would count on it. On both counts. I would count on her being pissed at you, and I would count on there being something of value in the place we will visit. If it's there, of course, we must find it.
And knowing she's pissed at us, you still want to travel with us?
I think my chances are better with you than without you, alone. She spreads her arms, and as if to highlight her martial prowess, she doesn't have any armor or weapons to speak of.
Just to get things out in the open, clear the air, make it the terms of this agreement very clear. If I die and you turn me into one of those things, I will claw my way back from whatever afterlife there is, and I will show you why that's a bad idea. So do not do that to me or any of my friends. If I so much as see you lay a finger on them, I will do my best to end you, and I know you're clever and you've got magic, but I don't approve of your magic. But
That's fine.
stick to that rule and we're good.
That's fine. We can agree to this. I just want to make sure you understand all possibilities can happen, and like I say, it's fine. I can stick to this rule. Would that be the case if everyone but one of you is dead, and to help you escape, I could reanimate one of your other compatriots to allow the remaining to escape? You still don't want? I can agree. It's okay. Just to confirm.
It's to save Cass. You can reanimate me.
And if Cass is dead?
No.
Cass?
Is the effect permanent? For example, if I was unable to revive one of my companions, but at the time, but we needed to move the body.
No, I can stop it at any time.
Talk, would that be okay? This is worst case scenario. I'll always keep a spell for you, you know that.
Just, I don't like the thought of being one of those mindless things.
Don't worry, we won't let that happen.
Right.
How
The worst thing.
So I can reanimate then?
Temporarily. It depends on the circumstance.
For a limited time. Okay, sure. Terms I can agree to. Are you happy, Scaly One?
Yeah. Yeah, let's hope we don't have to find out.
Sure, it will be fine. I mean, been buried for thousands of years. Nothing much could survive, only other than whatever wildlife lives in the tundra and ice and underground, I guess. But we will be a long way from home.
There's never anything bad in tombs, is there? They're always just quiet and empty. There's no vengeful spirits or...
They're normally quiet and empty until I get there. And she slaps one of the kobolds on the arm. Piece falls off.
Hey, when do we leave?
You say the word when you're ready and you've made all your preparations, said your goodbyes. We may be some time. It's a long way away. And who knows how long it will take to reach once we're inside.
Where is it exactly we're going? You said the glacier. I know my way around the glacier, but that's all you said.
You remind me, who has the book? The Codicil. This will play a very important part. You do have the book.
Can you look at it when we get there?
Okay. If you must, you don't trust me still, I see. After all this time.
You've never done us wrong, but surely you can see that your magic is offensive.
I know it is. seen that way by some people, but it's merely an extension of what most magic users use on a daily basis. We won't get into the philosophy of its use, but okay, that's okay. You'll trust me one day, I hope.
Maybe. Trust is earned.
Absolutely.
So please earn it.
And so, just to be clear, we need the physical copy, not a copy with the original, and we need it with us. You don't have to tell me who has it, but so long as it comes with us on the journey, that's okay. Okay, then yes, we head to the glacier. While you were looking for the book, I did my own investigations and found the entrance, although it will remain sealed, of course. You've been quite some time, and I've made the journey once, and it's relatively straightforward. Some distance, a few days.
Steve, do you want us to remove any amount of gold for... I guess we just get rations for that entire journey there and back.
No, Velynne's funded it all.
Cool.
Because you're
It's very keen.
You're an adventuring party. That's she basically considers it as her. She's funding her own expedition. You're just a hired help, really.
Gonna take it out of Locke's money.
Anything personal you want, such as spell components or weapons, ammunition, that sort of thing, that can come out of your own money. But the general expedition food and stuff like that is no problem.
Yeah, I'm going to buy some new javelins because I've lost a few, and a few got corroded by acid monsters or something. I don't know.
It's easy though. We've all been there.
We've all been there.
I've just been reading through my spells. I need to pick up some little things like incense and phosphorus.
Yeah, they'd be, if there's no, yeah, you don't have to pay for them if it doesn't list the gold value in the spell description. But in terms of the shopping, yeah, you can do that here.
What was I going to say? I'm preparing my spells just in case we come across any, corpses and find ourselves stuck. Velynne, do you have the ability to speak with the dead?
Now then. What a great question. You'd think I'd know that, wouldn't you? It's not something I've really mastered yet, honestly. I don't have much call to speak with them.
Surprises me. I've got it handled, don't worry.
Perhaps we can exchange notes sometime.
I don't use notes. I'll tap my holy symbol.
She gulps visibly.
You mentioned a door to the tomb. Is this what we need the codicil to unlock, or will we need other magical means, do you think, to unlock the door?
Everything is still theoretical at this time, but yes, that's what we will need to open the door. It is the metaphorical key.
Very well.
Now, was there a passage in the book, a rhyme, perhaps?
Yes, there was.
Excellent. I think this is the real key. In the presence of the book, the words are spoken aloud.
Eris is probably the best to ask about that. She spent quite some time reading it.
Oh, you have the book, Eris?
No, I just read it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course.
How
Any other
big do you think
questions?
I am? I can't carry a book.
A few of us read it.
I read it, didn't care for it much.
No, it's a page turn that it is not.
No.
Does that mean you've read it?
I've never seen it before.
So how do you know whether or not it's a page turner?
I've heard about its contents. Rituals.
What?
A rhyme, of course. I was rather
Insight,
hoping to.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Just want to know if she's lying about having not seen it.
Okay.
21.
Do you want to whisper?
Yeah.
Okay, back in a second.
Anyone got any jokes?
Why didn't the ghost go to the fancy dress party?
I don't know. Why didn't the ghost go to the fancy dress party?
Had nobody to go with.
Very nice.
That joke, you're welcome.
Did you see the top 10 jokes from the Edinburgh Fringe was on the BBC website today?
I love those.
I do. The winner was I got caught stealing spaghetti from the supermarket. I tried to get out the door past the female guard, but I couldn't get past her.
Oh no.
That's a proper dad joke.
That's quite terrible. That's actually worse than mine.
One of the others was I don't like funerals. Not a mourning person.
Oh,
I've never been
What?
a fan of one-liner stand-ups, but that's just me.
I think it was last year. My favourite was the one. I'm not a fan of the new pound coin, but then I'm against all change or something like that. I hate all change.
My favourite this year was by my time my mum and dad were my age, they had a home and a family. To be fair, I got a home and a family, but they're the same ones.
Sit
Hello.
back. Never hear my D&D joke.
No,
Damn it.
I don't have a home and a family.
Mm.
Eris is all by herself.
She has us.
Yeah, she's not so sure you're a family anymore.
Race.
He's saying that out loud.
I don't know at what point she zoned back into the conversation. She'll just be sat in the corner looking a bit sad now.
Oh.
That's made
So
me
where
sad.
were we? Oh no.
This is where you need Snitch to lighten the mood.
Or just Phantom Matt who keeps like
Fading in
coming
and
and
out of his
going.
green screen. Oh, he's gone dark vision.
I'm just trying to be less red. I'm so red. So very, very red.
You're making it worse.
I've made
Stop
it
rubbing
worse.
it.
Yeah. Just see if I can make myself blue. Go on, sorry.
Matt's
carry on.
doing that.
Yeah.
Have you heard that Strahd's been reading a book?
Strahd has.
It's about an undead dog. He can't put it down.
I can feel a dad joke coming on.
Oh no.
Welcome to the club. You were the last one, but now the circle is complete. You held off for so long.
I just don't want to
One
be
of
alone
us.
anymore.
One of us.
You did so well. You did
You
so well.
did.
Fair play.
Oh, Matt,
You went
no.
purple. Oh my god.
It's like that bit of Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory when Violet
Yeah.
Beauregard's.
No,
Yeah.
it is the
Blue.
dodgy animated music video for Blue by Eiffel 65.
Yeah.
That is it.
Oh, he's a Smurf.
Oh,
Make it orange.
Yeah, I'm a Smurf. My beard's still white though.
You're a frost smurf.
There we go. Was it orange? There we go. Boom,
There we go. Normal skin tone. Goblin.
that looks more yellow. I'd say
You
so.
look more radioactive.
Hulking out.
Skinny Hulk. Well, not skinny, but skinny for a Hulk, maybe.
It's Geeky Hulk.
And that's Talos.
Yeah. So, it is about 3:30 in the afternoon. We can go whenever you're ready. You are noticing there is a bit more daylight now than you've ever noticed before while you've been up here.
Okay. What actual parting in the clouds and sky visible?
No, there's no sky visible. It's just the brightness, the surroundings, just the light. Everything's lighter. It seems to be lighter.
Is it just me, or is it not so dark?
Even maybe a bit warmer.
I think it is, yes. Well, perhaps we've had a positive effect after all. I can hope.
Yeah, this is a good sign. This is a good sign. If the winter's ended, then the land can recover, people can recover, and the animals can recover. But we have to make sure she doesn't do this again. If we had time, I would suggest we celebrate, but it feels like we never really have time for that.
Years for that afterwards. Come on, let's get a move on.
Right. Okay. So she takes you out and shows you where all the sled dogs are housed. All the gear strapped to the sleds, already prepared. Yeah, you've been out, done your shopping, the shopping episode. Got all your supplies that you need. Spells prepared for the day. Okay, and off you go. You're going off road again, so it'll probably take you a good few days to get across. Are you ritually casting Water Walk as usual, Eris? Or do you not have it prepared?
I've got it. Well, as I'm currently looking at my spells, I generally have it prepared, but I'm wondering whether, like, we're not in a rush or a race this time, are we? And it's a lot to continually cast it, so she might take a day off and
Yeah. Okay.
and not do it.
So yeah, you set off from Bryn Shander. You head east through the shanties and the makeshift tents that surround the outskirts of Bryn Shander now after it's swelled due to the refugee influx. And you hit the crossroads that would normally take you to East Haven. You head north. It heads towards Caer Dineval and Caer Conig. As you go through Caer Dineval, you've passed by it very quickly and briefly before. You see a lot of the normal buildings broken, burned, flattened. There are a few people scratching around, beginning to try and repair things. So there's some small shacks built of newer wood you can see, but you quickly shoot past. Caer Conig again, you get to. largely untouched. Some minor damage. Seems they were able to mount a significant resistance there and able to repel that Shardlin dragon. It gave up and moved on to the next town. So that's actually still quite functioning. You could stop if you wanted to, but if you want to, you just shoot on straight past and you go off-road. You spend the remainder of the evening following the river northeast, and you make camp, taking turns, taking watches, I presume, eat some food, push on, and you continue like that for another few days, and eventually you make it. You see the looming heights of the glacier in front of you. It's quite a familiar sight to you, Tok. Probably quite a welcome one. It's not something you've seen for quite some time. Certainly not in this proximity, at least. As you near the glacier, you can see it in the distance. You see some figures on the horizon. You're making good pace. Weather's relatively clear. And they get closer and closer. They don't seem hostile in any way, and they're on foot. Do you want to get closer, or you want to skirt and avoid them?
We make out who they are.
You can make a perception check, or all of you, or one with advantage, whatever you prefer.
Not very perceptive.
I've got excellent eyes, I'm just saying.
I'm okay with perception.
Not dreadful.
Do we
but,
want to?
Do we do Eris and Cats?
Yes. Can explain what I can see and see if it makes any meaning to you. Eris?
Guidance.
Oh, well, I've just rolled at 22.
Fucking hell.
It's quite
She's
good at that.
small, but she is mighty.
Got
Okay, if you
massive eyes.
describe what you see, Eris. You see the number of people, perhaps 10, 15 at most. Heavy furs seem to be traveling, not quick, but the way they move across the tundra gives you the impression that they're very comfortable doing this, something they know very well. Some weapons visible, but they're more like weapons / tools. So like knives, axes, that sort of thing. They seem to be, well, they are all humanoid, but with the amount of furs and the like, it's not quite clear what race or species they are.
Well, it seems to be people, maybe nomads. There's nomadic
This is the
tribes
land
out
of the
here, aren't
tribes. There is. Can you see any insignia or banners?
No.
You just give me a minute, and I will world shape into a little robin that looks a little mouldy.
Okay.
And I'll flutter on over and try and get a closer look.
Okay. Yeah, you see a lot of. There is a mix of pelt type, but the majority of their clothing is made up of what you presume to be like reindeer hide and herbivore hide. There's a lot of antler, and a lot of the weapons are handled, seem to be worked in finely scrimshawed antler.
Do I recognise them from our trials?
Yes, you would probably make a very educated guess that they were from the elk tribe.
I will return to the sleds, land on Cassie's shoulder, hop down, and then just kind of half in Cass's lap, turn back into Goblin, and then I will say, I think it's the elk tribe. I'm not completely sure, but that some of them have antlers, and that seems to be the motif that they go for.
Shall we talk? Shall we go over?
Sorry, I was just thinking about something.
Eris thinks it's the elk tribe.
It is?
I think I'm not sure.
We should be cautious. What makes you think they're elk?
Well, they some of them had antlers, and that I feel it in my bones.
Okay, I trust your bones. I think we should perhaps approach. The elk tribe are good people. They're friendly. But Eris, before we do that, we don't know what we're going to face, and things might get dangerous. Maybe not here, but later, most definitely. So, I know I said some things. And they were cruel. I was just angry at the time. So I got something for you in the towns. I just want you to have this as a reminder. And Tok will take out a little it doesn't look particularly brilliant, but it is like it's like a silver circle with little, like, they're clearly not gems, they're clearly like glass or something, little glass jewels around them, and you would recognize it as the as Mystara's star circle constellation in the sky in the north. So I just wanted you to remember. I don't understand how they work, but I know they're important to you. And I think, like, we're like the stars in this circle. Together we made all this possible. We made it all happen. And I know I said horrible things, and I don't deserve you to forgive me, especially with how we met. But just think about it, and I'll hand it over. And it's not got a chain, it's like a rubbish bit of string. It's, it's pretty cheap jewellery.
She'll take it and just be like, that's exactly how the stars work. And then she'll hide under Cass's cloak. And later on you might notice that the glass kind of thing that she wears around her neck that has little scratches in it, which if you hold it up to the sky, right, you can see little stars on it. There's now an extra little pendant just over that.
Nice.
Yeah. The whole time Cass is there doing this.
Cass's favourite pose. Would the elk tribe have a sort of, I've got the horn, not literally. The
Wait,
blow. No, getting worse. Do they have a signal?
The wrong tribe.
Do they have like a signal that they might use to identify themselves? Because I'm aware that, it's not out of the question for tribes to impersonate other tribes to lure people in, is it?
Yeah, let's say that they do.
So Tok will. Do I still have that horn, the Yeti horn?
Just look in your pants.
No, you give it away. Who did you give it to? You give it to someone.
I did give it away.
Did you give it to Snitch?
No.
No, I wouldn't have given it to Snitch. It's still in my bag, but I don't know.
If everyone's umming and ahhing over approaching the tribe, once Eris has got the little thing, the little pendant, and she's feeling a little bit braver, she'll just hop out of the sled and start walking towards them. She looks the least intimidating. She's She'll approach them and say hi.
Yeah, if I see her doing that, I'll do a big wave with my happy, friendly face.
Okay. When you do that, you see another return gesture, hand in the air, a couple of them, and they gesture their peaceful intentions, and they change course slightly to meet you halfway. And almost immediately, Tok, you recognise Miania and Hengar and a few of the other members of the tribe. Miania being the tribe shaman and close advisor to the king.
So just to warn you guys, this might be awkward. I know these people, but they're not going to recognize me. I was human last time they saw me. Kind of part of the reason I haven't gone back. I didn't really know how to tell them.
Want to tell them? Or do you just want to be a different person?
I mean, I wasn't imaginative enough to change my name, if that's what you mean.
Do you want to reunite with them, Tok?
I want to know that they're okay.
They
I
probably
think
want
I've
to know
moved on.
that you're okay.
Yeah, probably.
Would you like us to call you a different name then for the meeting?
No, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out as we go. I'm just glad to see them alive. What was the name, Steve?
Miania, I'll put it in chat.
Mioneer.
You tell me how you're going to say it, and that will then become the pronunciation.
I've heard it, and I don't know how I'm going to say it.
They're the names
Okay.
of the two people you recognise by name.
Well, we'll talk about Hengar then.
Okay.
If only our friend from Norway was here, he might know. The J's probably pronounced a certain way, right?
It's normally a Y sound. There is a pronunciation guide in the thing anyway, so I think I'm saying it right, but however you want to say it, whatever's easiest, no problem.
I assume we just
We're
slow
making this shut
down.
up as we're going along, aren't we?
Our sled pulls up alongside and we're like, hello, the elk tribe. Which one of you's Minyemine?
Oh, travellers. I think that would be me.
I'm sorry
He's-
for my friend Mjolnir. They're not from the north.
Oh, you're a Northman.
Yes, of sorts. You look well. Well, as well as can be expected.
As well as could be expected, indeed. We've had some tough times, as is the case in these lands.
How fares the elk tribe?
Not so well. This is us.
What, all of you?
That we know of. Yes.
What happened?
The North is cruel. The lands are cruel. Rival tribes, tough winters, usual.
Well, I hope you see the sky today.
Maybe. The brightest it's been in a long time.
I think it may get brighter still. It's not just an omen, it's a change.
That's what we need. Food is scarce. Do you have everything you need? We can share what little we have if you're a long way from the towns. You lost?
No.
We can
have
guide you back
everything
if
we
need.
I know the way.
Okay. Well,
If there was anything needed.
Do you need food? We have more than enough.
he kind of side eyes some of the others. We can pay for whatever you can spare.
How much do you need? I'm aware
We
that
asked
Velynne might
for
get annoyed with me giving her food away, but
no more than what we can fit in our bellies right now. Tomorrow's another day.
here then. I have they're only rations, I'm afraid. Dried reindeer meat, and some of it is quite old. I don't know about you. I haven't seen a reindeer for weeks, but enough for 10 days.
This is more than enough, and the price for this bounty.
The price is that you live and you look after your people.
That's always my goal, my friend.
I know. I don't need money. But
Well,
would money help you?
We trade with the towns. In fact, that's where we come from. But we trade pelts and antler, fur, and some of our unrefined arts, shall we say. But we can get by with trade while times are hard. That's how we've done it before.
Well, it just so happens that I have earned a great deal of coin that I don't need. So how about 100 gold for you and your fine tribe, just to get you through these hard times? 200, in fact.
See his corner of his mouth lift, and he eyes you more closely. Talk leans in. You know, you remind me of someone.
Really?
His generosity also knew no bound.
Well, the joys of money are short-lived. The joys of family are much longer-lived. I think that's a saying my father used to say.
He did, and only those of our tribe say those things.
Yes,
Is it you? And he sort of stands back and puts a hand on your shoulder, touches you, prods your cheek a little.
Yeah, it is. It is me. It's a long story. Have you
What
seen Tanta
wizardry is
lately?
this?
This is Tanta's doing. You remember the Yeti,
Always
the
a
big
trick.
one?
Yes.
Well, that beast killed me, and she brought me back, and this is how I came back. And I'll be honest, it's a lot easier living here like this.
I bet. It's so good to see you, albeit in a different form. This is surprising and yet not surprising. You see, as destiny winds closer, you know how things are, and dreams aren't as peaceful as they once were. Changes afoot, winds change direction. You know you're in danger out here.
Nowhere I'd rather be. It's so hot in the south, and they still expect you to wear clothes.
He spreads his arms out wide and looks to the sky, and a few flakes of snow land on his face, and his eyelids flutter a little in reaction. Again, spoken like a true member of our tribe. It's unmistakable. Change only your skin talk.
It is just the skin, yes. I'm still me. Probably better looking now.
I would say so.
It's not
And a
difficult.
few of the other tribesfolk chuckle.
Well, when she brought me back, all those hits to the head, it seems, were undone. So My nose is a lot bigger, but a lot straighter now. Well, it's not really a nose.
Come,
You know how it is.
We should make camp, or you must take some shelter.
Oh, I'd like that.
I must
I'd like
tell
that.
you about the dreams, Tok. You and your companions. That's how I presumed, guessed, quicker than I probably should have, that it was you. I dreamt of you. In your old form, of course, which I found strange immediately.
If you've seen signs in your dreams, then we would be foolish not to listen. If we've got time, everyone, I think we should camp. It may prove beneficial in our future fight. Mjolnir has the site.
Already begun erecting a tent.
There's no objection from Velynne either.
Do you erect a tent like that?
Yeah. You look round, the tent's already up, I'm just in it.
Favourite pose again. And you sit around the camp and you see the tribe. You would notice, Tok, that the tribe folk are trying to eat more politely than they would normally. This is not how they normally eat, and they're trying not to gulp down the food that you've given them in such an animalistic fashion. They're trying to be a little bit more refined in front of company. They spend more
I will
time
just
than most.
grab it, shove it in my face, and then do a massive burp.
Okay, they take that as the green light and they go for it. They follow in hot pursuit, and they go for it. And
I'll just turn to Cass and say, "Sorry, they won't enjoy their meal if they eat it
I'll
like
do
that."
the same. I can't do that. She'll do a very polite
So you spend an hour or so eating around the fire and reminiscing, telling stories. And Mjolnir leans in. He's like in his 50s. He's a relatively for the tribesmen, and you know this, Tok. To get to 50 is almost unheard of. It's particularly old for this type of lifestyle. And he's a little bent, and he's sustained a number of injuries over his years. Some fighting other tribespeople, some accidents and hunting injuries. But yeah, life's taken its toll, as you'd expect. And he leans in and he says, "I must thank you for your generosity and mercy, but I would expect nothing less from you, Tok. It's how you've always been. You would take nothing from me, but let me give you this. The dreams. Tigers with ice in their veins come to spill your blood upon the snow. They will do everything in their power to keep you from finding what the Frost Maiden has preserved under the ice. You know."
Yeah, well, if they come for me, they'll regret it. I think I've got a score to settle.
We said this. The king said this not a week or so ago. We always thought this. We always had the numbers in our favour, Tok. And yet, the weather turned against us. The natural resource of this land, food, fuel, been stripped from us. We're not the tribe we once were, and perhaps in our hubris, punishment for this, we are what remains of what was once the greatest tribe on this glacier. Be careful what you invite.
You didn't do anything wrong. The Frost Maiden's doing. My friends saw the twisted trials that she puts before her followers, and the tiger, it seems, are in her favour.
It would seem so. That has always been the case, but never so open. Such open displays of fealty and reward from servant and God.
I guess my parents are dead then. They must be your age now, or
I'm afraid to talk. Such is the way of the land. But they died well. They died defending what you know, what you love, what you hold dear, what we all hold dear. It's an idea. It's not in flesh and blood. It's what's in our minds and what's in our hearts. And so long as there is just one of us left, the Elk tribe will not die.
I don't want to give you hope, but my friend over there with the red hair, she can do miraculous things. And I went south to find a means to bring Tanta's children back, but maybe if I please the gods, maybe that I'll be able to bring more of us back. I've died once already, and that didn't stop me.
It's a true aim, an honest goal. But there's a lot to be undone, Tok. You see how few we are.
I can't undo it all. I'm sure we can't, but this change, we did this. My friends and I, we did this. We killed the frost giant that was spreading the spell across the sky. We destroyed the rock that was carrying her. And if the gods give me strength, I will destroy the Frost Maiden so she can never do this again.
It's too much for me to even comprehend, Tok, even one as old as I. When I know these men and women and children, as tired and beaten as they are, will still fight with their last to make it so, and return these lands to what we know as normal, and even if not just for us, but for everyone in these lands. And if you think that's possible, then we're with you, Tok.
I've seen dragons made of metal. I've seen the White Worm herself. She almost killed us. And I've seen things on the island of the Frost Maiden that you wouldn't believe, but we lived. There is a big blank spot in the middle, though. I really think with these people, anything's possible. I don't want any of them to die, but I think without them, I don't think any of this can be stopped. But with them, anything is possible.
So then there is hope. Something can be done.
Yeah. There is always hope. But I think after the victory a few days ago, there is more hope than ever there has been in the last few years.
And that's what brings you out here. Your goal, your destination, you have something to do on the glacier.
I'm not going to pretend I understand where we're going, but it's some lost place. Some city from another time before all this. The strange human with the kobolds thinks there may be things that can help us against the Frost Maiden there.
So
worth
you
a
know
try.
as well as I that there are no cities on the glacier. I don't want to ruin your hope, or
I've never seen anything, but it doesn't mean it's not there. We took the Frost Maiden's book. It might be a key. I should introduce you to my friends. They look a bit awkward. So this is Cass. This is my good friend.
it's a pleasure to meet you.
Been stuffing my face the way that Tok has shown me. It's lovely to meet you properly. Hello. So you two have had a chat. You know, this is Tok. I don't.
Yes, he figured it out
Okay.
without me needing to tell him. Not clever enough to change my words, clearly. He has the sight, he can see things that normal people can't. A bit like Eris, I think.
Anything that you can see that could help us? I assume Tok's told you what we're doing. A bit crazy.
He did have a dream.
Yeah. What little I have, I've shared with Tok. And unfortunately, the interpretation of such dreams and visions is never an accurate process. But still, you bring hope to these lands, and I don't want to lower the mood of our gathering around this fire. Please, and who else? Young?
This
young?
This goblin here is one of my good friends, I hope. Her name is Eris. She is, I would ask if the elk come across her or a people that you extend them a great courtesy. They're brave and hardy, and the city of Karkalok is free largely because of her. And now the goblins are making free trade and an honest living.
Eris at this point is also just like kind of snow angeled in the snow off to the side of it. She's just eaten more food than she's used to. And she's just kind of swinging her legs about in the air and just staring at the stars. This is the most comfortable she's felt in a while.
Well, Matt, well, I mean, perhaps I should come back later, but very nice to meet you.
Hi!
A friend of Tok is a friend of the elk tribe. And,
she is mighty, I assure you. That's just lulling you into a false sense of security.
Oh, she looks very mighty indeed.
She is.
He has a little chuckle to himself.
And the tall one is Threadreader.
Well,
he likes
Threadreader.
Books and such.
I will
A reader.
Sat down on the sled because I would be aware that they probably know my kind and didn't want to make them nervous. I'll stand up and bow. And, greetings, I'm Morgul Muthalata Hohalath. You can call me Threadreader.
Well, then I will. I know the pleasure is mine. You perhaps need to eat some more of the food you've brought along. You on the slim side for your kind.
I forget to eat at times.
Not something that happens normally up here. I can tell you're not from the tribes around here, then.
No, I'm estranged, I guess, from the north. I come from the south, but my mother was from the area. It's a pleasure to meet a real tribesman. I know Tok, but it's hard to think of him as a tribesman when I've been walking with him all this time and knew him separately. But this is the first time I met a tribesman, a tribe in the. I'm not making sense. I'm sorry.
I understand your intentions, large one. And well met. I have heard about these books and such. I hear they make fantastic kindling. He steps on quickly.
look of shock on Corey's face.
Tock will be like, he's joking.
And he does the rounds. Herd and Locke, some small talk with those as well.
I'm right in there with like, have you got any stories about Tok growing up? What was he like? What did he look like as a human?
This is him having a bath in the river. He's got no clothes on, look.
What I'm angling for, yeah.
Still do that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Find out that he didn't really look any different even when he was a human.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He gives you all those stories.
Are they all adults? Or are there any children?
There are adolescents. There's no babies or
Like,
anything less than a teen.
so people who would be around Eris's age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know when you take a toddler to a park and they don't know how to interact with people, but they kind of want to be part of it?
Yeah.
After a while, when she's been kicking her legs for long enough,
Like
she'll
kicking the snow and looking at the floor. And...
yeah, she'll start trying to sidle up to them, but she won't get the nerve.
Well, to be honest, the tribesfolk, the majority of them are also like that. They don't interact with people very often, so they're a little bit that they're watching the lead and sort of seeing the shaman sort of interact with you guys quite fluidly and effectively, and they're kind of like, well, we should, but it's really, really awkward. So they don't really make much progress.
If anyone does try and talk to Eris, she'll probably get a little bit scared, just because she knows how important this is to Tok, and she'll go and hide behind Cass.
One of them comes over and sort of chucks a small piece of dried reindeer in the floor in front of you, kind of leans over a little bit. The other one punches him in the arm and look at each other. Almost like he's feeding a dog or something. It's like really awkward.
At that point, Eris is gone. She's hightailed it. She's run away. That is a skittish stray that they have just interacted with.
Yeah, they don't really understand how this sort of thing works. They have a few designated people that will go into the towns and negotiate on their behalf, but the majority of them would never go into the town.
Trying to see why they send me to the towns now.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you recount lots of stories from Tok's childhood and him growing up and his parents. Mienia, the shaman, is almost like a surrogate father, even those with parents, to most of the tribe. So everybody really knows him, confides in him, and all the rest of it. So yeah. So yeah, you finish your meal. You're all stuffed. Red cheeks from sitting close to the fire. Cheeks aching a little from laughing, which you notice suddenly realise that none of you have done for quite some time. And you begin to settle in for the evening. The tribesfolk set watch themselves. You're more than welcome to as well if you want to. But the evening does pass without too much trouble. No encounters of any kind, no wildlife approaches or anything. So you wake to the dawn. And the first sliver of blue sky you've seen since you've been up here.
Yeah, you probably find Tok. Anyone that gets up will probably find Tok just sat in the snow, probably with a few empty bottles of something, just watching the sky and looking at the blue gap in the clouds.
Cass gets up because there's a dawn now, and she'll do her usual
Yeah.
to the sky.
What's up, my homie?
I've always struggled RPing religion, but this is how to do it. Do it my way. I'll go over next to Tok and be like, I'm happy seeing you happy.
It's good to know my parents died good deaths.
When this is all over, we could come back to them, help them rebuild their tribe. Is that something you'd like to do?
Like to do that. They need to survive. There's so few of them left. There's hope, but it's slim.
Do you think she meant, with her vision, tigers with ice in their veins? Is that the tiger tribe?
Yeah. They're the most dangerous of the tribes.
They did this to them, didn't they? So let them come. I want to finish them.
I know I said some things in bravado last night, but I'm not sure we can take the tribe. I'm not sure I could even take the queen, but I'm willing to try. The North to survive, everyone needs to work together. We can't afford for tribes like that to be preying on those with less numbers.
That about not seeing such blatant, I don't know, favoritism for her followers. I think the Frost Maiden's showing she's scared.
Yeah, because she knows we're going to end her reign here. I think now, even if we don't make it, I like to think we've inspired enough people that someone else will take this fight up if we die.
Stuff to do after.
Kind of got my eye on a cabin.
Up here.
Well, maybe not up here, but by the lakes. I'm sure there'd be room if you wanted to. But yeah, anyway, you don't have to. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a day where I don't have to fight anymore.
Cass will go as pink as Matt.
It's the camera.
I like the sound of that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you missed the horrible heat of Waterdeep.
I do, and I'd want to go see our friends down there. But I like how quiet it is up here.
It is. There's no sunset and sunrise, sorry. Sunrise like sunrise in the north. And you're yet to see. It should be summer right now. In summer, sun never sets.
Distant, but I can feel him again. Lathander.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the warmth is coming back to the land. My parents reached the afterlife. Sorry.
Sorry, no, you go. I was going a different
No.
direction. You go.
No, cabin.
No, your parents. I'm sorry about them.
I know, they died well, that's good. That's what they would want, both of them, but do you think they're wondering where I am in the afterlife? They must have thought me dead all these years. What kind of bad that I never let them know I was alive.
Probably been watching everything you've been doing and are incredibly proud.
Yeah, you're probably right. Take the tent down. Although Threadreader's still in it, he might be annoyed, but You can't read all morning.
Try and find Eris when I've been kicked out the tent for a minute. Try and catch her alone. And woke up and it was a happy night last night. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. People still confuse me.
Thought it might be a bit healing after the trials. I certainly felt this was important.
I just feel guilty.
I know, I do too. Look, I know it was a good night last night, but before we left Bryn Shander, and I think perhaps the journey through the ruined towns on the way, it got me thinking, and if something was to happen to me when we go in this place, can I ask you a favour?
Of course.
Just the things we've taken, the books I have, and the secrets. I don't want them to fall to Velynne. If I fall and you can you just make sure she doesn't get them?
No, I won't let her get you either.
Thank you. She will turn on us. I know it.
I know. So do I. I don't trust her. But if anything does happen, I'll take you back to the library.
I'll show it to you. There's lots to see there. I'd like that.
We can even teach Tok to read.
He says he can, but I'm not so sure.
No, he can't read. He can
Maybe.
kind of read, but he can't understand. He'll get there.
He doesn't know what he's missing.
He really doesn't. Have they really got that many books?
Rooms and rooms and rooms full of them.
They've got more books than you.
Many, many times more books than me. I wish I had all those
There's
books.
so many books.
They're there to read for who wants to. There's books on almost anything you can think of.
Do you think if we survive this, I can go to school?
I'll take you. My mother's an excellent teacher.
I'd really love that.
It's a deal. We just have to survive. We will.
But this is quite fortuitous. We have an escort to the glacier, the final leg of the journey. This is perfect, and all it cost was some food from the sleds, no gold. This is excellent. Are we ready?
You see how a little kindness goes a lot further. Gold.
Yes, there's something to be learned there. Absolutely. I will remember it.
On my breath, to talk. I don't think she's learning the lesson you think she is.
Yeah, I get that feeling too.
Yeah, you have a modest breakfast. Most people are still very full from the previous evening's sort of feasting. All the camp equipment's packed up. Signs of the fire are scoured away. and everything's strapped down tight on the sleds. But you do continue at a slower pace because the tribesfolk are on foot. They insist on escorting you. You can, of course, choose to speed away and leave them behind if you want to, but they would like to escort you.
Happy to let them.
Okay, and so you continue through the morning, a few short hours, idly chatting, sort of in the middle ranks. Those at the front are deadly quiet, keeping an eye on the horizon, and likewise at the back, keeping a rear guard. It's quite normal topic, when travelling for the tribes. And you notice that even though there's so few of them, they rotate so that somebody gets a chance to sort of come down a level in the middle before they go back on full alert at either end. Few
I'll
short
probably
hours.
naturally drop into it, just
Mm-hmm.
back into the old habit. But I will also ask if any of them have any spare antlers.
Yeah, they will have, yeah.
Because Tok is going to fix some antlers to his shoulder piece so that he's like the rest of them.
Okay, nice. Yeah, there's some spare. There's some have. It's not normal, but a lot of them have extra. They've taken from family members you discover when you talk to them, close friends, and carry them with them. They consider it an honour to pass it on to another member without. So they're happy to. In fact, a few of them are sort of vying for take mine, So yeah, it's easy enough to find.
I'll wear them in their honour for the fight to come.
If you're rotating in and out of the watch, you want to make a perception check, please.
Oh dear.
Come on, turn it.
Pretty sure that's probably why they sent him to the town, because he was so like turnip. Although he's mildly wise nowadays.
Oh.
Blimey.
You can make your own turnip tribe. 20. Yeah, a few hours in, the weather begins to turn. You're taking your rotation on the watch, and you've done it maybe 3 or 4 rotations. You're just coming back out to the vanguard again, to the front. So the small talk stops, and you reach the front, and in this time you notice the weather has gotten worse and worse and worse. Now there's a flurry of snow, and it's always in your face. You've taken a number of turns to avoid natural obstacles such as small hills and streams, and you've diverted around, and every time you've turned, the wind is always in your face, and it gets grayer. That blue sky from this morning is gone. It's just grey, and it's full, heavy, darkness returns. And through the sleet, the oncoming sleet and snow, with your unusually for Tok high roll of perception, you do see dark shapes on the horizon.
Okay, I'll get everyone. Is the wind coming towards us or away from us? Is it going towards the shadows or
towards you, away from the shadows?
Okay, so they won't be able to hear us.
Possibly not.
Do I think? I will stop everyone and point. Try and indicate how many I can see. I don't know how many there are.
It's unclear how many. Definitely more than you have in your company. You're just looking at. See, it's quite unusual for the tribesfolk, or should I say, it's normal for the tribesfolk to not strict single file, but more of a column, so that you can take advantage of any snow that's been trodden. The people behind can walk in that easier path. These figures or shapes are spread across big, wide wall almost.
Suggest we take a path away.
I see it too.
what it is. It's not normal.
Do we know who they are?
I can make out shapes, but not who they are. And if I can see them, let's face it, they can probably see us.
I can go check.
Really? I don't want you to be at any risk, Eris. We can just go round.
What if they follow?
Well, how are you going to check?
Same way I checked before.
Okay. Don't take any risks, though.
I won't. How strong is the wind that we're in? How big a bird do I need to be able to?
Bigger than whatever it was you were in last time.
Yeah, so bigger than a robin. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to go giant, or do I just need to be a sturdy bird?
A sturdy bird would probably
Dirty
do.
bird.
Sturdy bird.
Eagle, owl, something like that would probably make you not need to make any rolls.
Okay, I will go for an owl.
Nice. Well,
Just-
some perceptions, I think, right?
Just to make sure before she takes off, I will cast invisibility on the owl as it disappears.
Ah, looking after me, making sure I don't fuck up.
Nice. Okay, off you go. And with invisibility and the strong form of the owl that you're in, you get there relatively unhindered. The wind is tough to fly into. You have to kind of tack angle as you go to make any headway rather than flying straight into it. So it does take you a little bit longer. A few 100 feet away, maybe 300 or 400 feet away, there is a line of more tribesfolk. They recognise the silhouette, the shape. A few ranks, you would say there's probably about maybe 50.
Okay.
And you recognise the markings on most of the pelts to be tiger. And the biggest giveaway.
We've met them before, haven't we? So
yeah, and so you'd recognise the biggest giveaway, of course, is right in the centre. Is a dark-skinned woman, hair tight back, braided down the back, long hair, with minimal furs, with skin exposed, which is really quite unusual. And she just sits atop this huge saber-toothed tiger.
So there's 50 of them. How many are there of the elk tribe?
10.
Do I do the stupid thing? No, Eris wouldn't risk other people. She will return back. Actually, no. Fuck it. I'm not going to do the really stupid thing. I'm just going to do the slightly stupid thing. Invisible Owl will get closer. She wants to hear what they're saying. She wants to try and figure out if they've got a plan, if they are planning to attack, or if they are just watching.
Okay. Perception check, please.
Owl perception or my perception because it's wild shape.
The
mental stats are mine, aren't they? The physical stats are the owls.
Yeah, but I mean, something like perception, you'll be using its physical eyes, won't you? So, because I think owls get a bonus to perception, don't they? Or is it just based on sight you want to hear?
1 second. Owl has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or sight, and
Perfect.
Yeah, so that works.
Yeah, so you can take advantage of that.
I'm gonna try and roll it out of D&D Beyond, if it will let me. 1 second. Blah, blah, blah. Type of roll. Advantage. It's been so long since I've used this, I do apologise.
No worries.
Oh.
I'm having awful trouble with the music tonight. It keeps stopping.
You had to turn it right down because it kept turning up on its own. So turned it almost off and it seems to have stuck. It's weird tonight.
Yeah, it's strange.
It rolled but then disappeared.
So look, still got it on my screen. You rolled a 15 total, which is pretty good. Was that with advantage?
I don't know. I saw like a
Oh
dice
yeah,
go
it was. Your other roll was a 6.
Oh, okay.
So probably just as well you had advantage.
Yeah.
So yeah, despite the wind howling, which is quite loud now, it's sort of counteracted by the fact that they're not really trying to be stealthy in any way or try to keep their voices down. And in fact, what you presume to be the leader, the woman sitting atop the saber-toothed tiger, is actually sort of shouting, almost rallying her troops, the tribesfolk. And it's a lot of rhetoric rather than a strategy. So it's sort of she's sort of like trying to build them up into a bit of a frenzy, telling them all how she has, or they all have the favor of the Frost Maiden. They've seen it multiple times. They've seen multiple signs. And if they continue to worship her and honor her in the way they have been doing, then surely she will reward them even further. And so it goes. She does indicate briefly, it slips in and out the rhetoric that they're expecting you imminently, which is why they're there, prepared. And the Frost Maiden will provide and guide, etc., etc.
So from that, would I infer that they're going to attack?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do the stupid thing.
Okay.
I need to land. How far away are they from the rest of them?
We say about
Wow.
300 or 400 feet.
Okay, I want to land 120 feet in between, so 120 feet away from the Tiger Tribe,
Yeah.
in between the Tiger Tribe and the Elk
Got
Tribe.
you. Understood.
Let me just make sure I can do this. Okay, and I will land, I will drop Wild Shape, and I will cast Wall of Fire through as many of them as possible.
Okay. Okay.
Because I am not letting them do this again. I'm not concentrating on polymorph. How do I change the direction that this template is?
Oh, you haven't even got a map, have you?
No, it's trying to place it, and I've not got anything to focus on.
Oh, you can place it and then just delete it again if you want.
Yeah, I don't know how to delete these things.
Oh yeah, I'll get rid.
Thank you. But yeah, so 60-foot long, 20-foot high, 1 foot thick, going through as many of them as possible. So if they were on the ridge, were they grouped or were they kind of? Did you say that they were lined up?
Sounded like they were lined up. Yeah.
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 So for as many of them as possible.
We're probably going to need a map then, aren't we?
If you've got one.
Wasn't sure we were going to get to this, but I prepared. Just in
I was
case.
just thinking, maybe I'll challenge you to a 1-to-1 combat, but no, it's going down.
I know that's our friends.
I'm
just looking through my old notes that Steve gave me about the tribes. So it says the tiger. Yeah, she's quite a badass apparently, but they tended to pick on the other tribes, the weaker ones, and they left the elk alone because they were quite strong. But it sounds like they've basically took out the elk as a sort of opportunist thing. Is that right, Steve?
Yeah.
I already know what I'm doing.
So the distances aren't quite right. Let me just
Fucking template,
yeah.
piece of shit.
So let me
Sorry.
just put the template. So the distances are further than what they are, but my map isn't big enough. So I'm just gonna. We'll have
There's
to.
a lot of them.
Whoops.
God.
So where do you want your template to go?
I want it to go. Do I want to take out one side? Tactically, what would make most sense? No, fuck it. I am angry. I want the troops in front of her to just.
So that will get.
You could probably get another. Yeah.
So you're going to get 5 in.
Yeah, there's
That
not
most,
any.
I think.
Could you get 6 if you just clip that bottom one?
Yeah, if you just go like half on one, half on the last
Yeah.
one.
Okay, I'll go for that.
Yep, we'll go for that then. 1 second, I'm gonna have to reload the application.
We swapped the elk tribe and us. I don't want them to be at the front.
Well, yeah, the distance is much bigger than that anyway. There's like another couple 100 feet in between.
And you'll have more than enough warning because there'll be a massive wall of fucking fire.
So I need to do 6 DC saves. Dexterity saves.
Yeah, I can't see where it's supposed to be because I'm currently not in the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have got you on, haven't I? Oh, you
Yeah,
can
no,
kick out,
it's me.
Oh.
It's Velynne. SGS. Okay.
And where would I be? So I would be a lot closer.
Mark, everyone, let them come to us. I can throw some fire.
Yeah, I'll take the queen if needs be.
So there's only 1 save there.
Okay.
Wow.
So you can roll some damage.
5d8.
And it's half for the one that saved, right?
Yeah, so 33 fire damage for the others, and then on a failed save, and half.
Whoa! And that one's still up, like.
And so, one side of the wall selected by you when you cast this spell deals 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall. How far away are the line behind?
It's. I would say I'll put it within 10 feet. But they haven't had their turn yet.
No,
so that was your surprise round. So nobody's rolled for initiative yet.
No.
I'm going to have to try and think of a streamlined way of doing this so that, because I don't want to roll dice for 50 NPCs.
Do it in blocks.
So we'll just do them in like clusters, I guess. And then just whatever one NPC in that cluster rolls, I'll say that's what happens. That's what they all roll. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do it a different way?
I'm so
Should we
excited.
call this stream Tiger Burning Bright?
Yeah, maybe.
Beautiful Blake reference for a horrible scenario.
Miania leans in and says, "Tok, this is not. You shouldn't be in this. You have a solution in the glacier. This is deliberate. This is drawing you in. You can see that."
I know, but what do you want me to do? Leave you here?
Yes. You have the solution. I don't. You have a way. You have the hope. You carry that hope. You and your party.
You saw how
This is
easily
exactly
we fell.
what she wants.
I could take Bjornhild, I'm sure.
It will be good to fight at your side again, Tok, no question. But please don't jeopardize whatever plan, thin, slim, hope you have for pride
What good?
or for
What
sentimentality.
good is it if you're all dead? What good is it? You're all
You
that's
still
left.
live, Tok.
I'm just one man.
As we spoke last night, that's all it needs. So long as one of us still remains, we live. We all live.
Let us at least make the odds more in your favour. These people are powerful, trust me. No, they look delicate, but they're not. Look, that goblin just took 5 out in one go. And they can't pass through that fire.
There is no doubt you're powerful. There is no dispute. This is a delaying tactic, and a tactic it is for sure. You know this. Tok, I won't tell you what to do. Absolutely. I welcome your aid. We all do. This is a hopeless fight for us alone. Absolutely. But just see it for what it is, and as long as you understand, then let's fight together, but with your eyes open.
Yes, together. Unless you think differently, and I'll look to the others.
Less talking, more fire.
There's just electricity arcing between Threadreader's fingers.
I'm going to suggest that we form a line and we march forward towards Eris. She's out there
let
alone.
Them come to us, Tok.
Well, either way, form a line.
Half of them burn before they get to us.
Spread out so they can't do the same to us.
So you're gonna make a line? All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to go in front of them?
Yeah.
Say so. Oh, bit keen, Morgul.
Nah, that's me.
That was me. I moved Morgul because I thought he was me.
Roll your initiatives, please.
Is it... Do people think I should go cold immune here? Save it.
If they have
don't know.
the Frost Maiden's blessing, they're going to have some
Yes.
face.
I know, but what if we need it later?
Steve wouldn't put us in an actual war and
I'm
then
gonna get
bring
7.
out the Frost Maiden.
Oh, hi.
No, I just mean later, after this, if we survive.
That's what I mean.
You don't know me very well, do you?
I know that Steve loves us very much.
Not that much. In all honesty.
He loves the sound of our suffering.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a 7 with advantage on it.
I rolled a natural 1, so...
Okay. So you are worse than me. We heard. I can't seem to select anyone or move anyone. So I can't add lock to the initiative.
Oh, I have control of lock. Sorry, let me.
They're in already. I've just put them in now. But
Okay.
they're lock. Who wants control of Herd?
Do you want me to take control of her?
You're a paladin, aren't you?
Yeah, I've paladined a bit. I've just got to remember I'm pretty much going one after the other than the bad guys.
There we go. You now have control
Thank
of the
you.
mad cow.
Oh, joy.
and as this fire wall erupts in front of the queen, the tiger kind of takes a step or two back at this southern side, and then its head lowers, and it bounds around the flames. How high is it, by the way?
There are now so many initiatives in front of
20 feet, because
20
I had the
feet.
spell
Okay.
open.
Oh, right, okay. Okay. That's all it will do. Oh, I haven't gone combat yet. There we go. This group marches forward. So I won't move them until we get to real distances. They move forward. Then herd. So there's only Eris that's 120 feet away. You guys are all like 300 or 400 feet away. We'll say 300.
I suggest we move up to Eris and hold our ground there.
Herd's just going to move up, but he's going to hold... 1 second. So let me just figure this out. How far have they got to move? That's only going to last a minute. He's going to move up. He's going to wait until everyone else has moved up as well, and then he's going to cast Bless on himself, Talk, and Cass. And then I don't actually need to move him, do I? Because we're pretending.
Yes.
We're pretending in a game of pretend.
Yeah, so what we'll say is you probably have, I don't know, say 5 rounds or something where you can close the gap, where no one's really got anything other than perhaps some of your spellcasters that can hurt any of the others. So if you need to cast some preparation spells, I don't know, like haste or something with temporary hit point, whatever, if there's anything that you want to do in 5 rounds, you can do that now, rather than just click through the initiative 5 times and everyone saying, yeah, I move. So you've got 5 rounds to make some preparation or cast some spells or drink some potions or whatever you've got, and then you'll be in, and then I'll put you in range. I forgot to roll for Velynne. She went first, so I'll just quickly say that she says, let's see, book. The entrance is there. We are so close. This is a mistake. Give me the book. We want to die.
Give her the book. If you can get it open, and then we can all run in there, can you close it again?
I don't know.
Now, is the Codicil the book that Tok gave Fred Reader, or is the Codicil still with Eris from when she had it? I can't remember.
Still with Eris, I think.
It's still with Eris. She is not within reach.
Shit.
The goblin has the book, so...
Don't tell her that.
You can help us, and we can get in there after, or you can run and never see the inside of this place.
Stupid. This is stupid. Our only hope of winning this fight is inside there, and the key is outside there.
It's the goblin.
On the floor. Does she cast anything? Mage armor, probably.
Yeah. On the 5th round, I will cast chromatic warding, but not until not until the last minute.
If I'm concentrating on a spell, I can cast other spells as long as they're not concentration, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spend each of my 5 rounds casting spells then. So shall I go last once everyone else has done their prep? And I'll just take mine in one go.
1 second, I'm just seeing what their range is for. Spears. Yeah, it's only like 60 feet max, so
Yeah, and the long
Yeah.
javelins are like long range, disadvantage over 30 feet if it's like
Yeah.
mine.
So you're
See?
going to be relatively safe. So yeah, Eris, what spells did you want to cast?
So I, at one point, will kind of run across just to get more in line with people. And then I am going to, let's just check the distance on this to make sure I calculated this correctly. I'm going to cast Tidal Wave. So the snow underneath the feet of kind of this kind of group over here is going to turn to water, and it's going to kind of come up on a tidal wave back over them. Let's just pop that in the chat. So that will be. How do I rotate what I am aiming on?
If you hold Alt on your mouse wheel.
I don't have a mouse.
Shift. Try shift.
Oh, shift is
Oh.
What are you on? Like, have you got a touchpad? If you squeeze or.
Yeah, 1 second. 1 second.
Up and down.
I've tried. It's very delicate. Too far. Is someone else moving this, or am I just really being that much?
Are you on a Mac or a PC?
Mac.
Yeah, I think it's shift and scrolly up and downy. But it is quite hard to do with the touchpad.
Yeah. Ah. And just as I seem to get it right, it moves a little bit.
I can assist if you like. Can you see the one I've put down?
I've just tried to put one down.
There you go, you've got it down.
That's you have.
So that will then be a Dex 15 saving throw, please, from those tossers.
Right, so the two tribesfolk all did one save, and that will affect them both, just to speed it up. Dex, did you say? Dex.
Yes, please.
I like to imagine it kind of like washing over them and then freezing really quickly.
Yeah.
Well, it does disperse afterwards, so like it is going to make it icy underneath the others, I would hope.
So first two save.
Balls.
The Queen. Fails. And the Tiger. It's a nat 20.
Okay.
So yeah, just the Queen fails, but I guess they take half, do they?
On a failed save, the creature takes blah 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 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. On a successful save, they take half, but isn't knocked prone.
Right. So the Queen is washed off the back of the Tiger, falls out the saddle and on the floor prone.
Yeah. And takes 23 bludgeoning damage, and the rest take. What would that be? 11.
3 damage. Yeah. 80. That one. And that one. Applying half damage. 11. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. And that disperses, so I can take the template away, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I will, on another round, because I'm a fucking idiot.
They're within 120 feet of them, and we're all trying to catch up to Eris.
I'm just running in line with them, parallel. I'm not running towards them.
So they're advancing on you guys now, trying to close the gap, but Eris is matching pace with their advancement, so you're kind of moving back diagonally.
Yeah.
So to maintain that distance.
And as much as can.
Because I'm holding actions for Lock and Cass for once we're within 150 feet. But
Ock will ask Locke to send a message to Eris to tell her that we need to get the book to Velynne and we've got a chance.
I don't trust her. And I...
It's a big spell slot. She could just shout.
No, Locke just does it as a ability, doesn't he? It's not a spell.
No, it's a 3rd level spell.
What?
Oh, telepathically.
Telepathically.
Wouldn't he have needed to make that bond before she went?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
I guess
and
when
then-
we're close enough then.
But I don't know that he would agree with you.
I don't. He probably wouldn't. He'd probably say, yeah, okay, and then not do it.
And then can I on another? You said we got 5 rounds, right?
You've had one.
Okay.
Steve's regretting it now.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's
I-
awesome.
No, I decided I was going to go hard. Like as soon as the fucking tiger tribe were in here, Eris has got some pent up rage. So I am going to. Now I'm not actually going to make that movement. I'm just going to continue running backwards, towards my peeps. So let me just undo that. I'm aware this was a stupid idea. And
It's
I'm
awesome.
going to guiding bolt the queen.
Right? It's like Yoda fighting. Just this little green dot go pew pew pew.
Dancing around firing off spells.
Yeah.
You just stand back and watch her take on the whole tiger tribe all on her own.
Does 23 hit?
23.
The queen.
Oh shit. Well, it'll be a disadvantage because she's prone if it's a ranged attack.
Oh yeah.
You can target the tiger
She's
if you
probably
want.
once. Yeah,
That
I
would
was
have been
going to
last
say she's.
go, though, wouldn't it? If she went first, she would have got up.
That's true. Yeah. So yeah, not disadvantage. Thanks, Matt.
Okay, I'll go for the queen.
Right, yeah.
I'm going to go for the tiger next round anyway. So
So it hits. Yeah. Ooh,
oh, that wasn't. Sorry, no, sorry. That's rolled an attack rather than
oh,
damage.
attack roll.
Yeah.
11
So that's
radiant.
11
Okay.
radiant damage, and then another guiding bolt. This time on the tiger
Okay.
for 21 to hit the tiger. So that would be the second attack roll.
Also hits. So that's 3 rounds now, right? 16.
Yeah. So yeah, tidal
Okay.
wave, guiding bolt, and then I am going to wild shape into a giant eagle, and I am going to go straight for that fucking tiger,
Okay.
and that will be my of the 5 rounds. I'll spend the
Okay.
other one flying. Sorry.
So that's your third wild shape of the day, is it? Or was it? Or you've rested since then? That's
Yeah,
right.
no,
This
this
is
is
a
the
new, this
second
is a
one.
new day,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, the Robin was
So
previous.
this is your second. This is your second wild shape, isn't it?
Let me just
Okay.
mark that off.
What sort of range are they now?
So, well, if Eris is going in for a swoop attack, you've got to get in melee range, right?
Yeah, but like, so I've done, 1, 2, for me, there's been 3 rounds. If anyone else is doing anything, and then I've got to find the giant eagle info. But I'm gonna then change and then spend a time around getting to it. My 5th round will be travel. I won't attack until we're in initiative.
Right. So yeah, got you. Right. So we're all now within 120 feet of one another. If you want to reposition.
We would have set ours off earlier than that, I'm just saying.
Set your what off?
Our fireballs.
Ah, what range is that then?
150 feet.
Oh, 150 feet then. So put yourself at 150.
Oh, so I still need to get closer. Okay.
It's about where we are. Not far off. I can't move my token. Oh, I've got the ruler enabled.
I'm
No,
on
I can't.
that line now in the position I'm at. That's any metric. Just trying to get that right.
Can't move my token, Steve.
Where are you? Oh, maybe I wonder if it has to be.
Oh no.
Might need to be my turn.
No, everyone else is moving. I've just nudged you. See if you can still move it. No, nothing.
Nothing. Keys won't move him. Nothing. I'll refresh.
I'll delete you and start again.
Oh no.
That's very keen.
I'd like to get my fireball off before Eagle Eris gets there.
What is Eris doing?
Are we in initiative now, or do we roll?
Yeah, you're
up?
in initiative now. So I'll go right the way around. Go back to the top of the round.
Could I do a couple of bits of prep before?
Yes, absolutely.
Sorry. I just wanted to get out my
Can't even
cast mage armor on myself.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll hold an enlarge spell for when Tok's about to get when they're close, and I'll enlarge Tok.
Okay. So do you want to do that this round, or the very last round? Say, call it the 5th round. Do you want to hold that then? Because if you don't cast it, you'll lose it.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'll do is I'll move towards, so I'm just near Eris, and I'll put my moat out and have in different positions. So I can move
all I'm saying is Tok's not quite in melee range yet. So if you're okay to have it up and then use it for the rest as he runs in towards, if that's what he's going to do.
Yeah. I'll put what I was going to do.
Is it concentration?
It's not. Yes, it is. So
okay. No, that's fine. Yeah.
I was going to make that.
While he's still close to you. Yeah.
In combat, I'll enlarge it, but I'll hold the action if you like to do it until he's then. But in the meantime,
There's 2 of you now.
Well, I can only see one. I can't see Cass either.
Can you see the one I've just moved?
No.
No, let me go to that one then.
It's weird.
Well,
What's going on?
So it's on the stream now. Just see it moving. It's catching up. Okay, but you're all right.
Yeah. I can't see Cass, but I can see her on the stream.
Right.
Good.
Now then, so everyone's prepped. I'll let me enlarge Tok.
Nice.
Big Tok. Any other prep? Spellcasting prep?
I'm going to cast on the last round. I will cast Chromatic Warding, which makes me immune to cold damage.
Right, got you.
For 1 minute.
Okay, got you. So top of the round then. Velynne is hanging back, but she's sending her 2 undead kobolds up front to try and not intercept, but be able to take passage of the book, facilitate the transferring of the book. Grava, the saber-tooth tiger, 40 feet. The saber-tooth tiger, now that you're sort of almost within range, backs up a little bit, sort of paces and kind of circles around on a little bit of high ground, with the queen on top, of course, sort of surveying the field. The wind is still in your guys' face, howling, with all the sleet in your eyes, etc., and the wind is at their backs. So she's taking a sort of a tactical view and position, just so she can get a better view of what's happening on the field.
I am going to shout now I'm big. I guess my voice will sound much louder. I will shout to Eris. Velynne needs the book. Eris, you promised not to do anything risky.
I don't know whether it was a promise.
It's more of a guideline.
Oh, God.
Sorry, next is Heard.
I don't know if there's anything he can really do at this.
Okay. Does he run forward? Does he hang back? Even if it's just movement at this stage?
He's gonna run forward. Oh, yes, no, he can do that. So as long as this all works, he's gonna find Steed, and that will summon his. Well, that will. I don't know. His fancy elk's gonna be somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, there it is.
So he'll do that. And then I don't have access to his elk, but I'm going to take it his elk is going to have a faster movement.
Yes, you now have access.
Thank you. Sorry, I do apologise. I've just been brought my dinner as well, so
That's right.
I got distracted. That was food. So that's 50 movement. So yeah, he's going to summon and then... and then move, and that'll be his turn.
Super.
And at this point, in the last of the non-initiative rounds, that's when he would have cast Bless. So
Right.
just for Tok, Cass, and himself, they're blessed.
Is that an action? Is it
That
summoning a bonus action?
No, so it would have been blessed
Right,
on
got
the
you.
last
On the previous round. Yeah.
Yeah,
Understood. Yeah, that's cool.
and that's it for him.
Yeah, but what you gonna do?
Shit, I'm gonna cause problems because Cass looks like she is full of fiery fury, but I'm an eagle and I do stupid things. Oh, they are now out of range, so I am going to attempt to get closer. I'm going to fly closer, but I'm not quite going to make it. And I don't want to dash at this point. In which case, fuck it. On the way to fucking them off, I'm going to go for this bloke here instead. And I'm going to take a multi-attack.
Okay.
So that is 1 beak attack and 1 talons attack.
Okay.
That show up. That's not shown up here. Why is this not showing up? Okay, so in... Try again.
12.
Oh, did that actually roll it that time?
Yeah.
Okay, it might roll
Class of these. Oh, it's
it
just
again,
8.
just...
7 damage for the...
That's rolled twice, and it shouldn't. But yeah, so the first beak attack was 12 to hit with 7 damage if it hits.
Oh, just doubled that there. Excellent. Seven damage, yeah?
Yeah. And then I've attempted to roll... Oh, yeah, that one's worked. But Talons is 9 to hit, so I take it that doesn't work.
9 misses, yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, and then I'm just back up in the air, out of reach.
Do you provoke opportunity attacks?
Yes, I don't have flyby as far as I can see, so...
Well, fortunately it's dead.
Good.
Dead people don't take attacks of opportunity.
Nope.
Well, Velynne is around, so maybe they do.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
That's
nice.
not me,
So is that
misfit. You
your
have
final
my
position
axe
there?
and my...
Yeah.
yes,
And my brother.
yeah, that's
my
my
brother.
final
I shall
position.
avenge him.
I'm
You have
also
my axe and my sword and my brother.
for Cassie's geometry. I'm also up in the air, so I'm not
Yeah, that's fine.
on the same plane. So I'm a little bit further than a flat plane measurement would be.
Got you. Sorry, who's we on next? So Cass is up next.
No, that's to the wrong direction. Step forward. Should, yeah. Put me where I wanna be. And I've lost Cass's character sheet. Go.
Press C.
Oh, that's Splan, isn't it? I didn't know about the C key.
There you go, little tip for boundary.
Hey, that's very cool.
There we go. C16 dexterity
okay.
save, please.
Right, I'll do one for all the tribes folk, and that whatever they get affects them all. Unlucky. It's a fail for everyone. So Tiger. Unlucky, and the Queen.
Come on, fail, fail, fail. Yeah!
And unlucky.
The sun has come out today.
Yeah. Oof.
29. Shit the bed. So all of
Oh,
tribes.
leave some of it for me.
How is she barely injured? Oh, she's injured.
She's injured now.
Okay, good turn.
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything else. Do I run forward? I'll run a little bit forward. I'll just take the whole movement. Yeah, okay. No bonus actions, so.
Okay, tribe. Oh, we just deleted it. Oh no, it's there about that. So they will. Oh shit. Templates now. Oh my god. Buttons everywhere.
Oh, sorry, I can get rid of that.
They will launch their spears at Eris. Oh, with a miss. So then they will move their standard movement forward. Next. These will also advance. They will throw their spears at Eris. Let's just look at something. Okay. Attack.
That hits.
Okay. So this will be times 4 because there's 4 of them.
Tiger's bad. Fancy
So
a
24 damage.
for Eris.
24. I'm just. Do I just use the standard hit points that's on the giant eagle sheet, or do I roll
Yes,
them?
and once they're expended, then you revert. Is that right? Or am I thinking of polymorph?
No,
Yeah.
you do. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
no,
revert,
That's
yeah.
correct.
once it is expended, I
Then you
revert.
revert, yeah.
I'm still an eagle.
Nice. Okay, next in line. Who have we got next? Queen. What does she do? She'll back up a bit and grab it. Oh no, well, hang on a sec, I might cheat it here. She's already moved on grabber, so she can't move again on her turn unless she's dismounting. So it's just whatever she can do. So she'll throw a spear at Eris. Otherwise, I'm moving it twice. That's not fair. 14, miss.
It hits, unfortunately.
Ooh. Right, she does damage of 20.
Yep, I am out of eagle, and that was 2 points of that left. So now that's 18 off Eris's.
Okay, can you make a dex save for me as well, please?
Yep.
Because you were 20 foot up, I thought.
Yeah, 1 second. Do the dex save.
That's cool. You make a landing in, find some soft snow, and you are all good. And you are not prone.
Cool, cool, cool.
Cool, cool, cool. Right, what else we got? And then we're on to Block.
Yes. I'm going to move him a little bit forward. I know it's uncharacteristic.
You guys was
There, 15 feet. And then...
oh, Locke's got fireball too.
He does indeed.
Nice. Nice.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh, they're not very tactical, are they, these guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do one save for them all. To rule them all. Boom. That's a failure.
The dice.
Ooh, that's good to leave a
82.
mark.
Boom. 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 Anything else?
No, he can't get Eris back from there. Sorry.
Okay. Fucking hell. Template together. This group will dash. Next is Tok.
Okay. Who's that there?
Hey,
It's
that's
one of the
Herd.
kobolds.
That's Herd.
Oh, that's Herd.
So
It's
he's out.
because his thing's called Velynne and Velynne. It's very similar. I'm gonna run forward. And I'm going to dash, action dash. And get to there. And I will turn to the other tribesmen and gesture in two directions for them to head off the flank.
Okay.
And just say, don't let them flank us.
What did you call us? Yeah. I don't think I've rolled initiative for them, have I? Split them into two groups.
I don't get any extra movement from being larger, do I?
I don't think so.
No. It's just advantage on strength and extra damage, d4 damage dice. But the queen will see that I am literally just staring at her, running straight towards her.
Okay. Right.
He's coated in. He's used the chromatic
resistance.
So he's like coated in ice. Got this sort of cold vapor coming off him with the antlers attached to the back of his head.
Nice.
Icy halberd. Yeah. That's all he can do, though. He's just running.
You're on the floor there, Eris, aren't you? Okay. Well, not prone, but yeah. So they'll run in around you, spears at the ready. These guys have pack tactics, so they all have advantage.
This is where I die.
So the two-handing. Oh, I just rolled. So that was the first roll. Oh, that was damage anyway. What am I doing? Stupid man. Okay, ignore that first roll.
That hits. So 9 damage.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, but it'll be times 3, unless you want me to roll the damage for each.
It's up to you and what will be quicker. So if we want to times it by 3, I am screwed.
Well, that's max damage, so I'll do the whole. So 9, 4, and 5.
Okay. 5 damage. I am not concentrating on the wall of fire anymore. Do you not understand?
They ran past that 100 feet ago, so...
Yeah, like, it's... Yeah, I don't know, it keeps telling me to roll concentration. It won't lose the concentration.
Oh, I can get rid of that for you.
Oh, I think if there's effects in your character sheet here or something, you have to delete it off there, I think.
Let's go. Right.
Okay.
These will be dashing, so 60 feet. So, okay, so these guys are also flanking, so these will be running in. They will dash 60 feet. Get rid of him. Put them all in by accident.
The fact that I've overtaken his elk. Like that bit in Return of the King, you know, where the hobbits start running.
Yeah. So we get to there and throw javelins. Or spears, should I say. Well, actually, no, they'll continue charging. That's the kind of thing they do. Okay. Next, we have Mien here. Where's he gone? There he is. What's he got? What's he got? He will cast bark skin on himself. Can't be less than 16. Manually changes armor class to 16. Okay, and then he will run forward. Okay, and he's cheering on the rest of the tribes folks, seeing the progress you're making, trying to rally. So now we're up to the top group. You want them to flank. 60. Then we've got Thread Leader.
Right.
Last one around.
I'm gonna run towards Varys, but Varys, but try and cut off the kobolds too. And my moat will move up. My bonus action. Now I can't hang on a second. I couldn't see myself to select myself after a second. Hang on a sec. And then I'm going to have I'll just throw a fire bolt at the nearest guy. I've got the measurement over now.
Yep. That's enough. Six fire. Okay. That your turn?
That's it.
Okay. So top of the round again. It's becoming just a flurry. Blades are beginning to clash as first contact, the waves of tribes folks on each side just clash into each other. You're leading a corridor down the middle, explosions, just bodies being incinerated and thrown into the air amongst clouds of smoke and body parts. Some of the magic wielders doing devastating damage, and Herd and Tok, tried and tested, running down the middle towards the Queen. You have the clear plan. And as you look across the rest of the field, Tok, you see, as instructed, you've indicated that the tribe begins to sort of split and try and outflank or stop yourselves from being outflanked. And you see Hengar, from back in the days. He's tearing through the opposition, laying low these tiger tribe. He's formidable. He's known, famous in your tribe for his prowess. And as he turns around again to rally more of his troops and direct, he just stops still, and he seems to almost lift off the floor. And there are almost like blades, black blades, no talons, protruding through his back and out of his stomach and chest area. He lifts higher into the air. He looks down at his wounds and then back up at his tribesfolk. And his top and lower halves separate and go in different directions across the snow. His vital fluids just spray in the ground. And behind him, where he stood, you see a tall, 7-foot dark figure, ragged cloak blowing in the wind, fierce, head almost as wide as the shoulders, piercing purple blue eyes, a large beak, big curling black antlers protruding from her head. It would seem the Frost Maiden has arrived on the field.
Yeah.
At the sight of this, you hear shouting from the other side of the field. More snow begins to disturb underneath. You see the familiar sight, because you've seen this before a number of times. Bony arms punch out through the snow, place a hand on the snow, another one punches out, axe in hand, pushes the torso out. Old corroded helmet jauntily off to one side as Frost Giant's skeletal awesome selves out of the ground. The slain tribesfolk of the tribe, Tiger Tribe, sit up, stand up, and their features aren't visible anymore, just a bright white light bursting out from every joint, socket in their bodies, and begin once more marching towards you. Velynne cries out once more, "The book! I told you! This is all a distraction. The gate is just there. We need the book. All will be lost, you fools!" And we continue on with initiative. And we put some bodies on the field.
Where is just for reference, Steve, the door is the other side of the enemy troops that she keeps pointing at?
To the north.
North, okay.
This, what, top of the map?
Top of
Yeah.
the map.
So let me set up these new. Vanguard, gone, eviscerated. So this is, just in case you don't know, this is where the Frost Maiden appears to be. Blood surrounding the floor, dripping all over the floor. What else did I say? Frost Giants.
Oh my god. Why did you say Frost Giants? Why?
And Cold Blood Walkers.
I just want to make a public apology to the rest of the group.
What,
I'm
putting
really
the book
sorry.
behind their lines?
No, just you know, getting us killed. That's all.
No, you're being totally badass.
Yeah,
It
well,
was
that's
badass.
why it lasted.
It made sense to get rid of the Queen, to end this quickly, and it's all gone terribly wrong.
I was having the same thought, but yeah, we didn't factor in the Frost Maiden herself.
Yeah, that was.
Get to the door, take as many of them out on the way as we can.
Yeah.
Yep.
And hope we can close it behind us.
Have you seen that meme where they all go, shit, shit, shit?
That's accurate, yeah.
Velynne is now sprinting towards the door.
I'm sprinting towards the Eris.
And
Eris shows us badly injured. Is she actually...
I'm badly injured.
So okay, so you're not dead.
No.
She can
two
survive.
kobolds
I
sprint.
think her.
Yes. Yeah, so I'll be screaming at her. I thought she was out. I thought she was down.
No,
I will be screaming at Eris to get the
I-
book to Velynne now.
She's not getting that book to Velynne. She is dealing with this her goddamn self. She does not trust that woman.
If you don't get the
Elton.
book to Velynne, we're going to die. We
Velynne
can't
doesn't
win this
have
fight.
to be the one.
Okay, well, you get over there and open the bloody door.
I'm going to.
Saber-toothed tiger with Queen on top sees an opportunity, launches towards Eris with the Queen on top.
I'm a lovable little goblin.
If it moves at least 20 feet straight towards your creature and it hits with its claw attack on the same turn. Okay, let's do that first then. Claw attack.
Don't do that.
Doesn't
Oh, that's
hit.
a miss. Nice. Good for you. Okay.
Let's just check what my actual AC is.
Okay, you make a dash for those other guys. These guys will. Well, how far can they move actually? Oh, 30 feet, okay, that's cool. What can they do? Okay, cold ray. Let's try that times 3. They're going to attack the tribes folks just south of Loch. That's a fail, I think. That's a fail. I'm just doing it for all 3, so they all fail. Okay, Herd is up.
So, he is going to, at full pelt, on his elk, take full movement and then action dash.
Okay.
And then he's
Eris.
gonna.
Oh, go on. Sorry.
He's just gonna like prepare to like defend, so people can get past him. Our
Okay.
people can get past him.
Okay. Eris, you're up. You're looking in trouble.
Eris is going to. Let me just get the right thing up. Nimble escape, disengage.
Nice.
She is going to run through their legs
Love it.
and kind of out the back. So that is a bonus action. So then I still have bonus action to disengage. Then I'll take my movement, and then I'm going to action dash as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Southern part of the tribe. Any preference of what you want them to attack?
Which ones?
This group of elk tribe guys. 6 of them here in a line.
The bottom.
South. Yeah, these ones here are enemy tribe folk. These 2.
We're probably going to get them to like stay in formation and try and back up the field, sort of move. I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen. You can't see where I'm pointing. So they're sort of lined up across here. You see my pointer?
Go again, sorry.
No. So if they can kind of wheel so that they're...
Right,
yeah,
okay.
I don't know what's going on with Foundry tonight. It's not my friend, but, you know, so they're sort of across...
Going to do 30 movements and an attack or a dash?
Just have them... What weapons have they got? They got spears.
Spears.
Yeah, so I'd have them throw the spears and move up into this space around here.
Okay, what are they targeting?
Probably the Cold Light Walkers.
Okay. So, one size fits all. Spear. Attack. Normal.
Yeah.
Ooh. No, they miss, unfortunately. It's quite a horrifying visage. You've seen one of their strongest champions just be eviscerated in the snow. So yeah, they're probably still quite a bit in shock. Cass.
30 feet. Oh, no. This way. And then, rather predictably... Fireball.
Oh, somebody in Ferris.
Fireball? Where's that going? Sorry, I was looking at something else. Oh, right, okay. I'll do one save for them all. Or would you prefer to do individuals? Up to you. You can work well or work terribly.
Yeah, you can do one for all.
Okay. This is for the tribesfolk. That's a fail, and we'll separate one for the giant just in case it's different. Okay. So 33, so that will be gone, 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 gone.
That must feel good.
And some damage to the giant.
Hell yeah.
Feel better if there wasn't a demigod on the field.
Whose turn it is, incidentally. She sees that damage, Cass, and her gaze turns to you, and she blinks, disappears, reappears. She just kind of, the snow rises and she appears in the snow and out of the snow, made from the snow. And there's no hurry to it, there's no rush or urgency. You can't see her legs, you just see this cloak surrounding her body, and you just, what you presume to be legs moving, but joints where knees shouldn't be and ankles shouldn't be, and she moves towards you, the remainder, and she stands before you. And those vicious talons, still covered in Hengar's blood, sweep out at you twice. Quick
Warding
succession.
flare.
Okay, what does that do? Disadvantage?
Disadvantage on the first one.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
Well, I guess that still hits, but the other one was a natural 20. So that's just as well.
It saved itself a rather harsh critical, I think.
Yeah, so that's... well, the cold damage is only 1, so you can negate that, so it's a total of 6 slashing damage.
Right.
The second one. Misses.
Wow.
The sun
that
out.
was
Thunder's there. The thunder is there.
I don't know if I would be this cocky, but I'll just be like, you know, still have the embers of that fireball wearing
Yeah.
my hand and be like, the thunder is not happy with you, Big Bird.
If anybody's watching the game, I made a slight mistake there. I know, that's okay. We can live with it. Right. Next.
What was that?
Just a bit of a rules thing, but it's no harm.
Oh.
It didn't really do any significant damage, so no problem. I'll fix it next time. Next one. The tribe man runs 60 feet to try and get in the way of a herd. He wants to be a problem. These tribes folk down here. Ah, so it's our turn. Elk tribe. You want them to carry on moving north? Is that right, guys?
The bottom ones or the top ones?
Bottom ones.
Bottom ones, I want them to sort of move forward and try and cut off these troops at the bottom. So just move forward and pivot slightly in a line.
Yeah.
See what I mean? So the top comes round slightly. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that in a nice way.
To try and contain them.
Bit of poetic license there. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Like wheel round.
Yeah.
And if they've got spears, chuck them.
Cold Light Walkers again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, lads and ladies.
Ooh. So
I'm guessing that's a no.
So, oh.
Was that a, oh, it does hit, or?
No, it doesn't. The way the character sheet was, I thought, oh yeah, you do hit. But then I realised it was saying, no, you don't hit. Not far off though. Unlucky, really unlucky. But you're a physical barrier in the way of them getting any closer to you guys, so good. The Queen, sitting at the top. The Tiger, frustrated at your apparent escape. And so she'll do nothing for the time being. Nothing in range for her. Right, group of Cold Light Walkers. We'll try and get up close and personal with these guys. So one of them will do the blinding light bonus action, so its face and any exposed joints just flare up. Don't affect you so bad from where you are, but those tribesmen standing in front of them are right in front of it. So it's a dex save to make. And they fail, unfortunately, so they are all blinded till the next turn. That means, what does that mean? Automatically fails any ability checks that require sight, and attack rolls against the creature have advantage. And their attacks have disadvantage, okay. So that will be, yeah. So it can't do it will do a cold ray now as well, that bottom one. Which will hit. Damage 4. 28, so that's one gone. The other two will just do slam attacks, so I'll do it for them all. Yeah, they hit. They do 2 of those each, so that's 4. Well, that's just 1. That's 1 down. 2 down. Well, I'm not in range of anybody else, so it's just 2 down, the ones that I'm in range with. There we go. So, Frost Giant, would like to meet you, Tok.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Okay, it will swing this big rusty great axe towards you, overhead swing.
Oh, yes.
23.
Yeah,
Damage
yeah.
for 30 slashing.
Okay.
And Walk is up.
Just as I was running over before, I have to do this because I'm a wizard in this game. I turn over, look over my shoulder, and yell to Locke, "Fly, you fool!" Sorry.
Or get rid of that giant. But yeah, you might want to fly.
Lock? Where is Lock? There's too many. Lock.
He's there.
He's just south of me.
30 feet.
Hey, Jim.
Oh no! What happened there? No. Pit bounce. Okay. I think he'd want to get that close. But another 30 feet action dash, and then we're gonna spend sorcery point for quicken spells, so he can use a spell as a bonus action. Oh, do I use a big spell or do I just
It's horrible, isn't it?
Quicken spell, just 2 sorcery points no matter the level. I can't remember. Ugh.
I think it's just 2.
When you cast a spell, spend 2 sorcery points, change casting time to 1 action. Okay, so I could even use a 4th level. But that feels stupid without giving some sort of disadvantage. So I think if he's within 60 feet... This is a great idea. He's gonna try and mind sliver Frost Maiden.
Oh, okay. So you can throw intelligence. Okay. Oh, advantage on that as well. I don't need it anyway. He saves.
Okay, that's good to know. And oh no, I don't think he's used his bonus action now, hasn't he? Kinetic shove. Yeah, that's a bonus action. Okay. Okay, that was pointless. Yeah, that's Lock. Oh dear.
Okay. Tribes. Rush into range next. Cold Light Walker. Okay. 3 of them. Just move up to that tribesman slam. Hit damage. That's 2 of those as well, so I'm pretty sure it's dead. Yeah, it's dead. Okay. Another tribesman goes down, or woman. Next one. Okay, that hits. I'm pretty sure it's going to go down, but we'll see. Yeah, another one goes down. You hear many shouting over the wind. Don't let this be for nothing. What's giant skeleton? Marches on. Cold Light Walker's up here. Yeah, on you talk. So the first will light up. So if you make a con save, please.
Light up.
yeah, its face just erupts in light. You can't really see any of its features or.
I've got a D4.
It's just what you need.
It's a terrible roll.
And then, because that's a bonus action, we'll then slam, attack you.
Yep. That's just what it needs.
Oh.
So I'm immune to any cold.
Yeah, so you can ignore 1, 6, 7. You can ignore 12 of that 21, so you just got 7, 8, 9 to do, I think. 9 damage. Are you raging?
No.
No, okay, just 9 bludgeoning. Oh, that was the first slam, wasn't it? Did he 2? Okay, damage. So you can ignore or just take 8 this time for you, bludgeoning.
Okay.
Out of a possible 21, so that cold is helping you out there. Cold resistance or immunity.
Yeah, it's a good one.
The other one will do the same. So just pick the lambs first and second. Second misses, right?
Second one does, yeah.
Yeah. So 29 damage. You only take 13 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Another cold light walker bears down on the zombie kobold, and it just kind of stiffens in place, and frost just kind of encases the kobold, and it just makes one sort of half-hearted swing, and it just shatters. Target your turn.
Okay, I'm going to rage. So I'm raging, and as part of my rage, instinctual pounce, I can move half my movement, 20 feet.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So I am going to move 20 feet. And then another 40. Seeing that the Frost Maiden's on Cass. They do an attack of opportunity, or?
How's it an opportunity? Is it a feat? Is that a feat thing?
No, I ran out of melee. I was just asking if you want to hit me.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were trying to do it on the... well, yeah, they probably would. It's a great axe. And the giant.
Yep, that's a hit.
Damage.
Okay, that is halved this time.
That is halved now. I'll just do 1 for the Cold Light Walkers just to see.
Yep.
Oh, a couple of 6s there, I see. So you only take 10 bludgeoning, which is halved.
Okay, looking pretty bad. So I am gonna attack the Frost Maiden.
Okay.
Raging. I'm gonna attack Reckless because what the hell have I got to lose at this stage?
Roughly about the same height as you.
Okay.
So
21. So that is sorry, it's 12 points of damage, of which 2 of it is radiant.
12. So she takes 14 damage.
What? 14?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just shout, Radiant! Cast. Probably like a complete outburst. Sounds a bit weird, but 17.
Hits.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this someone in a costume? Sorry, I need to roll the other damage because I don't get the radiant the second attack. I only get it once. Wow. 13. No radiant. Just magical, normal magic damage. Magic weapon damage, whatever that is. Did it even hurt her?
13 damage, was it?
Yeah.
She's showing us barely injured.
Okay.
But you see big slashes in the cape, cloak. No blood. But yeah, you can see physical damage for sure. Is that
I
you?
think after shouting radiant, he will just say, "It's okay, Cass. You go. I got this."
You take that back!
You know what that means.
I have total faith he's got this.
Giant edges towards your talk. Oh. No, towards you, Herd.
Get out of here, Cass. Get out of here now while you can.
Drives folk. We'll make a dash. You, Eris. Actually, they will surround you. They can't hurt you because they've used their action to do that. Well, that's where they are. Okay.
Thought about using the Horn of Blasting, but I don't know if it will actually work, and it might get you as well.
Many do. And he will cast Longstrider on himself. And then he will run 40 feet and dash. Okay, next is the North Set tribal guys. They will come in to try and support you guys with the Frost Maiden. Make 3 spear attacks. Nope, that misses. They all miss. Threadreader. By the way, I just realised it's 10:30.
I know. Everyone's so in the like.
Wednesday for everyone.
And then I'm going to sorry, Locke. I'm going to drop enlarge, and I'm going to cast.
Oh, I forgot to add a D4 damage to those 2 hits. Thanks, Tom.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh.
Against the Frost Maiden.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the D4 for being enlarged, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I'm going to put Storm Spear down here to try and put a barrier in. And I know I'm kind of a kobold and I don't care.
They're not with shoes.
Oh, I need to move that slightly actually, hang on. There we go. So I'll cast that down there, which means they all take 2d6 bludgeoning damage if they're in the sphere.
Okay, roll it.
And saving throw.
Strength saving throw or take 2d6, but yeah, strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw first. Okay.
Yeah, and it's difficult terrain as well.
So
Where's
there
Eris
goes
now?
the giant.
Oh, okay.
Fail. I'll do 1 for all 3 cold light walkers. Strength saving throw.
That's meets beats, so you're right, yeah.
And 1 for the kobold.
We've
Go
got
on.
0.
So there's 5 bludgeoning damage, and that's difficult terrain. And then I'm going to use a bonus action to fire lightning at the saber-toothed tiger to try and stop the queen from being so fast.
Is it half damage for those that saved?
No, just no damage for those that saved.
Okay, yeah.
So, okay, that's just an attack roll. Hang on, that's 46 lightning damage if I hit.
So I hit the queen as well.
It's just a tiger. Just hit 1 target, so.
Isn't the
26
queen on
hits.
it though?
Yeah, I don't think you can target 2 people with 1 attack though.
Oh, the storm sphere's doing a lot. I thought it was a lightning bolt. Yeah.
It's from the storm sphere from the center. So 17 lightning damage on the saber-toothed tiger.
Nice. Near death.
And that brings us to the top of the round. Do we want to call it there for this evening?
Not really, but Hazel's expression says it all. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Can anyone do an extra session? Could Steve do an extra session? I need to finish this.
I can do an extra session. I could actually carry on going now if it's good for you all, but I know people are working, aren't they? So it's up to you.
More important than work.
I can do an extra session this week because I'm off. So there's no worries.
I'll wait time.
Yeah, I want to see how this ends because I think it's going to end some people.
I'm really sorry. I thought it was an okay idea. I'm sorry.
It was an okay idea. There was things that you couldn't know. So
Yeah,
the
like the
information
fact
you
that
had, it was good. It was a good plan.
And I tried to keep everyone else away for like long enough that so many emotions.
I enjoyed
Most
that, guys.
of them related
Thanks
to
very
rage.
much. That was brilliant.
Thank you for the feeling of impending doom, Steve.
Yeah.
It seems
Yeah,
to be every
definitely got
session,
that.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Jim, we were doing so well. And then he just had to bring in the Frost Maiden.
And ice giants.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
cold light walkers.
Yeah, he
And
didn't
cold
just,
light walkers. All the ones
he
we
didn't
killed
just
became
go-
cold light walkers.
he didn't just go ham, he went like triple ham. It's just
I went double gammon.
we were doing really well, and there's the queen on the saber-toothed tiger, and Herd and Tot were running towards it. And then the Frost Maiden appeared, and we all went, "Oh shit, run away!"
Turn around.
So you ran to secure the exit, as it were.
just keeps getting cornered. She's made some bad decisions. This is how she dies.
I can't get to you with anything. I keep
You
looking.
can't die, you've got the book.
Well, I've got a plan, but I just can't say what that plan is because I know what Steve's like and it'll fuck me over.
You've got me all wrong.
No, we
Steve
haven't.
likes a good plan. He likes a good plan.
I know, but I can't.
When we went into this, and I said Steve wouldn't bring the Frost Maiden into this.
Look, I mean, I tried to have the NPCs give you a portent into the future. I've had visions.
But you gave us
He
like the
did. He did.
I just thought it was the Tiger Tribe. It wasn't my vision. I didn't pay enough attention to it. I was looking at pretty stars.
You were doing snow angels.
Yeah.
Full. That was decent. Good RP as well. I like that. Very, very well played.
Tom made me cry.
And I missed all of it.
Yeah.
You did.
There was a lovely little moment between Tok and Cass. There's a lovely little moment between Eris and Fredrida.
One between Tok and Tok and Eris.
Yeah.
Like a little gift. Kind of.
Not so much the roleplay, more just the general. Well, Matt's roleplay was amazing. I didn't know what to do with that information, so I just panicked.
It didn't show. I just thought Eris just likes to kind of go "Ooh, run off." That's just her thing.
Kind of. Well, why do you think she does that? It's because Hazel can't manage RP without some prep. Catch me off guard.
Reuniting with his tribe. Some lovely RP from
For them all to
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've just killed them all. Eris
What?
is.
Convince them to come with us and then put them into battle with them. Oh
Well,
dear.
they were willing to sacrifice themselves to
I thought I
get the
could
gate
deal
open.
with it at a distance, and I'm sorry.
Well, they're not all dead yet. We might get out of this. It's fine.
As long as one of them survives, and we've got Tok, so Tok needs to survive.
I'm looking forward for Herd's potential death. So everyone can escape the Frost Maiden and have this moment of like, didn't they say like last week that he had kids and now we have to find his kids and say, your dad died fighting a frosty elder god?
Mate,
To be honest,
you're a mercenary.
you're by the door. You're going to get out. I think it's me that ain't getting it out.
You need Eris.
Eris
She
has
has-
got the book, so
she
without
has
the
the
book,
They
book.
only
and
need
stuff,
the book.
Well, yeah, but at the moment, you need Eris.
can Locke do that weird thing where he teleports her.
He was
Oh,
going
yeah, that
to,
void
then
thing.
she
No, but
ran away, disengaged, and I thought she was okay.
Oh, she went out of range. Yeah.
But I've got nimble escape. I just imagine that she's like pinballing between different
Yeah.
groups of people, and like
Yodering.
just as they kind of like reach each other, she kind of skids, goes low, and then like runs off the other way.
You like leading groups of people on wild goose chases and circles in the middle of combat.
If it works, it works. It has served
Does
me
it
well
work?
before. No, it has. It meant that Jim and I in the original campaign that we played, we were in a hobgoblin encampment being kept prisoner, and it was just me running around a pit for quite some time, just keeping people busy. And
Till they shot you.
yeah, till they shot me. But did everyone else get some good damage done in the meantime?
Well, I did. Everybody else hit the fucking dirt.
Oh, yeah, but that's because they're idiots.
Yeah.
It was less about my plan and more about their ability.
Good fun, good fun.
I'm not going to be able to sleep.
Steve, is your rule bonus action to give someone else a health potion?
No, full action for somebody else.
Bonus action for yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way I do it too. It's not worth me drinking a health potion. It will do 2d4 plus 8. It's
I
not
was
gonna.
gonna do restorative ointment.
If you're close
You
enough, you
just
could
need-
put it on, like a mum leaving a kid at the gate and just spit on Anki, and yeah, you got something on you.
You could Simba and just like swipe it across his forehead.
Yeah.
Oh
I think I
god.
know what I'm going to do with my next action, actually.
I know
Convert
what I'm doing.
to the Frost Maiden's religion.
No, it's going to involve. It's going to be a grapple. I don't know whether it's going to be a grapple of the Frost Maiden or of Cass. I
How
might
are you
grapple her and carry her away.
by the way? You raged? Have you not raged at all? Have you not raged yet? You raged
I'm
now?
raging now, but they were all smacking me before I could rage. So yeah. So I took quite a lot of damage.
I mean, you pasted
That was
the
with
tribes
cold
for-
immunity.
Oh god.
Sorry?
Yeah, it was, yeah. You pasted the enemy tribes for the Tiger tribe. They
Oh
were
yeah.
just
If
popping.
Well-
Like
well, you
popcorn.
say yeah. The casters did. Me and Jim's character pretty much did nothing for like 2 rounds. That's why I wasn't raging. Because if I didn't attack someone, I lose rage, so it's not worth using it. Although with hindsight, maybe I should have. But hindsight is a wonderful thing.
I've only thrown a firebolt so far. Aside from making you big and dropping that storm spear just now.
Well, it did an extra, whatever it was, 3 points of damage. That
It seemed like a good idea, but it doesn't actually do a great deal, does it, in large? I thought, oh, I'll make it. It doesn't do a huge
yeah,
thing.
D4 doesn't really. Yeah, I mean it all adds up, but yeah, it's quite a loss of a spell slot for that, isn't it?
Do we know how many down the Tiger tribe is now?
Ooh. They'll probably be below half strength, I would say now.
So we've wiped out quite a few of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, loads. We've wiped out loads of them. Like I say, the fireballs and the wall of fire and all of that sorted them out pretty quickly. They've got a massive amount of health.
If anyone's got radiant damage, hit the Frost Maiden with it now. I did a whole extra 2.
Divine smite, you say?
I think I've got Moonbeam. I've got some guiding bolts left over.
It's pretty much. I think it's important when we're fighting something we don't know what it is to like call every kind of damage just in case. Although that might mean she's immune to stuff as well. I've assumed she's immune to cold.
Yeah, I'd say so. Okay.
Oh, right.
So we'll perhaps arrange another session then in the chat. See if we can finish this off.
Yes, please, because I need to know how I die.
What
Stop
day?
saying things like that.
I don't see a way out of this for Tok actually. I've got my GM brain on, but there's the giant coming in. There's the Frost Maiden. We need the book, which Eris has got over there, and then the door is.
No, you need the book at the door. So Eris can do that.
The herd's got the giant.
Yeah, and Cass needs to get to
We're
you.
all running towards that area, and I've just put a roadblock in the way of the ones coming up from the south.
You have.
We can do it.
Hers can do some compelled dueling as well to draw attention.
Yeah, I started the round on 111 hit points and I ended the round on 31. Let's just put it that way.
If you don't have all those things attacking you this time, just the Frost Maiden.
And now you're raging.
Yeah,
I am raging now.
And you're taking half damage from everything else.
I am. But yeah, I suppose. But
we can get away. Albeit it's not going to be easy, but I think we can still get away.
Yeah.
And where's Velynne?
She was legging it once she's here.
She's right at the back.
Yeah, but similar position to Locke and I. She's trying to run up, but also do things on the way, which is quite difficult.
Well, no, she wasn't even trying to do anything last time. She was just she dashed. She did no spell casting or nothing. Tense, nervous, headache.
Yeah, very well designed, Steve. Very good.
This is really good. Yeah.
I'm nervous about combats with so many combatants in. I'm trying to streamline it as best I could.
I think
it
you did a
takes
great job of
ages to
keeping
get-
it moving.
It takes ages to get round to your turn again, doesn't it? So
Which is fine.
it's
because
easy to lose
like,
interest.
when it's like this, it's this dire. It's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's hard to lose interest when when every
you're
turn.
making a plan. As soon as your turn finishes, you make a plan, and you're having to remake your plan 5 or 6 times before you get to your turn.
Yeah.
Because the board's changing all the time. It's not dull. You're all right.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I must have changed my plan about 15 times before my turn.
You must have all used quite a few spell slots as well. There's some big hitting spells there right at the beginning.
I've
Yeah.
got no spell slots left.
Oh, see, the tog's empty.
I got my breath, but I'm thinking cold breath no good against a frost mage.
Yeah, probably not.
I was planning to run when I thought Eris was down. I was going to run, because I can swap an attack for a breath attack. Do a breath attack on those. There was like 3 or 4 all in a row of the barbarians. I was just going to straight through them and then fight whatever was on Eris. But it all changed. She scampered off, so it was okay.
Nimble escape, classic.
It is brilliant. I forgot you had that.
My brain was going, I am a goblin, I can do stuff. And I just couldn't remember what that stuff was.
Thank you to whoever put me on my elk.
I remembered.
You remembered Herd was a mounted combatant.
Does, just because I wasn't sure, because you've got Velynne, do you need to use Find Steed to, because I used Find Steed, but I'm not sure whether that was the right thing to do.
If he was still alive at the time, in around 10 towns, we could have found him.
I think you said before that you were going to try and find him.
I could have just called him over when I was within a mile.
Yeah, so I imagine that happened, and then you've just...
We spent a night at a camp and all sorts, so you would have.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we used a spell slot for Find Steed in this, did we? I can't remember now. I've done so much, I'm very confused.
I don't think he's cast Bless and that, so if he's lost 2 spell slots, then you probably should get 1 back.
Yeah, you can get 1 back.
We had a long rest and then...
Yeah, it's literally, he cast Bless first, cast Find Steed, ran up towards the Queen, and then all shit happened and ran towards the door. So
yeah. So if you didn't need to use Find Steed, you won't have used it. That's fine.
There you go. You got 3 out of 3 second level slots. Just put it back on for you.
Thank you very much.
I mean, the Tiger tribe is screwed, so that's some consolation.
Yep.
There's quite a lot of them dead.
Oh.
I mean, assuming that's all of them.
Well, yeah, I'm sure there's others, but the fact the Queen's with them.
Away. Why take away? This is a bonus. We've killed the Tiger tribe. Don't lose the stat.
Well, I really wanted to kill the Queen.
Same here. That was all I was going for.
I was going to make Eris a tiger skin cloak.
She'd be so fashionable.
The height of goblin fashion.
Exactly. I'm going to have a breakdown.
I enjoyed watching you circumnavigate the change of events. I'm going to have to rewatch people's expressions when the Frost Maiden turned off.
I think I just started swearing at you. Which is what I do most games, it seems. Oh.
I was just thinking, we've got this. I thought when it first kicked off, I thought this is bad.
Oh,
people there, and then Eris just went kick ass on everything.
Yeah,
we've got this. We're fine.
Yeah, it felt like actually this is winnable, and then yeah.
Like I had an idea, it made sense, and now I'm just very, very sorry.
it was a good idea. It was a good idea
Except
at
it
the time.
wasn't, because now
But
we're all
things change.
dying.
Things change. You can't foresee that. You've got an evil DM.
I know.
Don't stress about it. Yeah, I have to say, Steve. Yeah, I'm not worthy.
Well, I can't take the credit. Some or most of these turns of events are modifications from the Even Tier guide that I bought on DM's Guild, and I've used so much out of it, which differs it from the as written module. So yeah, I can't take credit.
Yeah, great session, great DMing, great role playing, everyone as well.
Very well done.
Yeah,
So
makes me want to just
emotional.
give up GMing and just play your games all the time, Steve.
Fair play to you.
We'll pay you.
As long as you're enjoying them, that's good enough for me.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we'll arrange another sesh at some point.
Awesome. Right. I suppose we'll stop the stream.
We probably neglected. If we had any
Nice,
viewers, we were
Peter.
probably so engrossed we didn't even.
Yeah, someone did. A few people said hello in the chat, and I think we were so engrossed that we missed it. I think Peter is said hello from the YouTube. Hi, hope you're doing good. I hope you got some nice maps in the pipeline for us. And a chap called Diego Corella also said hello. And I think we were just so stressed that I didn't notice for 5 minutes after he spoke. Yeah. So sorry, Diego. But yeah, we'll end the stream there, I guess. Awesome. Goodbye.
Bye.